Hello, everybody, and welcome into either the 20th or 21st episode of my show, the show that nobody's watching. We got 11 views last time. That was pretty spectacular. Those 11 views were brought to you by Martin Mancini, though, so that's pretty great. Uh, we've we've been told that we have to continue getting more and more word policed. We're not allowed to curse in the first 5 minutes, and considering the reach we've been getting, we've tried cursing a lot in the first 5 minutes, so there's no harm in trying not to curse in the first 5 minutes. We haven't given that an
Well,
honest shot yet.
we'll be on our best behavior and we won't say any naughty words.
Oh,
Anybody that breaks it has to put a 50 in the swear jar.
I don't know.
I'm too broke to do that.
Well, then you better behave yourself. That's a good incentive.
Mm.
Okay. Anyone who swears has to put a 50-cent piece in the swear jar.
I collect those. I'm not giving you my 50-cent pieces. You're just trying to rob me.
Darn it,
You,
give me a Kennedy.
I mean,
I
no
don't
matter
have
what,
any game. I don't have any candidates.
no matter what, all this money's going to Mark for his kids. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, Mark's not gonna make it. He want his wife's family insisted on watching the refs hand the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. So
Now, you know what's going to be really funny is if they just have a really bad night and the Eagles somehow walk away with it miraculously. But I think I think the Chiefs are going to walk away. That way they can say, "Oh, look, a three-peat. The Chiefs are on a dynastic run."
the thing is, it doesn't matter who wins. The crime rate in Philadelphia is going to go absolutely insane.
The crime rate in Philly, like the game is at the Superdome in New Orleans. I am worried about my statesman.
They're
It's going to be awful down there. You understand that, right?
gonna riot from New Orleans all the way to
Well,
Philadelphia on foot.
here's the thing though. They might not want to because there is a lot of Secret Service down there right now
Oh yeah, I want to.
because somebody's attending the game.
I forgot about that, but you also forget who we're talking about. We're talking about people from Philadelphia. I don't think that's ever. I don't think there's a force on the planet short of God coming down from heaven to deter them from tearing down a city because they A lost or B won.
What about Buffalo? Whenever the Sabres get oh so very close and then lose.
Buffalo
I
fans
am
tried.
so very tempted to blurt out F Buffalo.
Buffalo fans try to kill themselves for fun in parking lots of sporting events.
By the
So
way,
nothing
Mayor,
more needs to be said.
you'd be so proud of me. I actually told somebody they needed to be careful in a certain part of your home state.
Really, let me guess, lacrosse.
Yeah, actually. Uh my dad went through there not too long ago and I said, whatever you do, do not drink the water because apparently there's something in it. Because lacrosse is just I don't know what lacrosse's problem is, but they have a problem.
I anytime I hear anybody mention lacrosse or thinking about going to lacrosse or saying they're going through or visiting or anything, I just look at them and I'm like, be careful. Anything can happen.
The entirety of lacrosse is a windows up, doors locked kind of a scenario when traveling.
The minute you see welcome to lacrosse, you need to pull over before the sign, put on a bulletproof vest, some chainmail, a bike helmet, and make sure you need to weld your doors closed. You can crawl out of your car and find somebody to bust out your doors real quick for you, get you freed like a NASCAR driver afterwards, but you don't want to take any chances.
See, like I thought up of a really bad drinking game, and it's to pull up the YouTube channel Code Blue Cam, and if the video takes place in La Crosse, Wisconsin, you take a shot. And then I realized if you played this drinking game, you would probably die of alcohol poisoning.
I can add to that game though. Take a shot anytime lacrosse is mentioned. Take a sip every time a repeat criminal comes up, and chug anytime the state of Wisconsin is mentioned. Period. You'll be dead.
Oh,
You'll be
see,
dead
like
2 videos in.
just the first one that you mentioned. Any repeat offenders? Because that one kid, T-Rex, you'll die.
Yeah, but you're forgetting about the champion of fighting female cops too.
Ah,
That guy's been on more than T-Rex
see,
has.
the only way to make this drinking game non-lethal is to play it as if you're playing the Inuyasha sit game. And if you're not aware,
Sit,
uh,
punk.
in the old school anime Inuyasha, Kagome says sit a lot. And Inuyasha wears a talisman that forces him to just face plant into the ground. Well, me and some friends thought up of a drinking game back when we were in high school, and you take a shot every time, that happens. Well, we had to start using water because it happens a lot.
Yeah,
See,
especially when there's one moment where she just straight rapid fires it when he's already
Yeah,
planted in the dirt and she just
she
drives him
causes
deeper.
she causes him to Wile E. Coyote into the ground, and
Countless ways.
we can make it more interesting. We got to get like a lazy Susan or something that spins that can hold a lot of shots, and it's of various liquids. You got water, different color
Soda.
alcohols, soda, energy drinks, coffee, something like that. Juice, just a hodgepodge of
A
drink.
Russian roulette of drinks.
Right. So then
nah,
you gotta you gotta put a little arrow on top of it, and anytime it's in Wisconsin or
Wheel of
lacrosse, or there's a
Wheel of Fortune.
yeah, you just spin it around at the beginning of the episode, and whoever it lands
Click, click, click,
on
click, click, click.
has to take a shot of whichever one they grab. It doesn't matter what they grab, and then you just keep going. And
Nah, see, you really want to make this version of the game interesting. Only use water and vodka.
yeah,
That way you can't tell.
Oh.
But they're just in shot glasses because if it's in a water bottle and you shake it, that's cheating. But it's all in shot glasses. You're on a Wheel of Fortune wheel. Click, 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 click. You're like, I don't know if this is water or hurt juice, and you just take it and shoot it, and you're like, ooh, hurt juice.
I think that's a good game.
Because
It'd be
it's
fun to
Russian
play with all of us
roulette.
together.
It's
And
Russian roulette mixed with a drinking game.
and if you get drunk enough, you have the added benefit of possibly ending up on Code Blue Camp.
Especially if we're all in, Mayor's neck of the woods.
We
But
should
I have made it a personal goal in life to never end up on two YouTube channels: Code Blue Cam and Trucker Daily Fail. So long as I don't end
Oh,
up on so long as I don't end up on either one of those YouTube channels, my life will be fine.
see if we can
yep.
get together a kit and then contact Code Blue Cam so that they can sell our game. We could even include in the box, just in case one of these people ends up on the channel, they get a free Code Blue Cam TV, a free Code Blue Cam T-shirt.
What happens in lacrosse can't stay in lacrosse because everyone knows what happens there. But
It'll breach containment.
what happens in lacrosse
Containment
stays
breach.
on Code Blue Cam. YouTube.
Initializing mobile task force.
You think the guy who runs Code Blue Cam, every time he's like, all right, I got some nice batch of police footage. I'm going to review it, see which fits my channel. And he pops it up and it goes, all right, blah, 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 lacrosse. And he just lights up a cigarette and he goes, oh, here we go again.
Lacrosse, Economy Walk, lacrosse.
All right, let's hit it with the
Green
recap.
Bay.
Let's kick it up.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm still recording. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a minute. Where are you, recap?
Is it a Top Gear recap though? That's the question.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yes.
In last week's episode, Nimbleton the Fighter goes for 3, Omen the Monk gets a tool, Arcane Braids falls short, and Elijah the Ranger dunks on him. Find out what happens right now as I get the music started and switch the scene.
You know, I love that one because Arcane Braids falls short. Dwarf.
It was a pun, and he kept rolling that one, so he fell short pretty often.
Pretty hard too. I would hazard a guess he is not going to be using those 4 sets tonight.
Yes, 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, it
Or
was
more.
4, but I'm just saying, like, that it's crazy that it's 4. Sorry,
it's BS of those 4 dice.
There we go. I had to lower the music
Those-
volume, it was too loud.
Those 4 D20s go in dice jail.
They're currently sitting in a Ziploc baggie, and I am deciding whether I'm just destroying them or if I'm gonna. I don't know.
So,
See, sorry, go
Jezza
ahead.
comes out of the office, and as he does so, Nimbleton falls over and goes to sleep.
See, it's always with him.
Twitch. Son of a bitch. Kick.
His narcolepsy kicks in at the weirdest times.
Is that regular for that thing?
Yeah, unfortunately, bastard loves his naps.
You just see this very common look of disappointment fall over Jezza's face. Alright. Well, besides Nimbleton falling to the ground, I should probably explain some things to you guys. Yes, I'm the sheriff of this area. Yes, you work for me. Again, sorry about that. Didn't think I'd ever see you guys again. And, so I mean, half the day is gone, but I've got some good news. The other crew is dead, but that doesn't mean it's not payday, so you've already earned money. So then
Really?
he hands you all a sack of money.
Okay, so how much?
You have 100 gold and 50 silver pieces.
Holy shit.
For each of us?
Yes.
100 gold? That puts me at 300.
Just more Ursine grumbling.
And 50.
Elijah continues to accrue more wealth than he's ever seen in his life.
If you don't want it better, man, I'll take it.
Step off braids.
Oh, there's the fun.
Mayor, above
Yes.
game question for you.
Sure.
In your game, how much would someone be considered? How wealthy would someone be considered to have if they had 300 gold pieces to their name? Would they be considered like upper middle class?
You're starting to You're starting to army crawl into middle class.
I mean, hell, back in Voldar, we are stinking rich.
You guys are unfathomably wealthy where you're from, and here you are. You're scraping pennies.
Wait, we got the this ain't bad. What's this? The makings of a lower farmer? That's about farmer's pay, honestly.
Look, this is more money than I've seen in a long time.
Oh no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful with it. Just around here, do keep your hands close on your pockets, your purses, though, boys. Even if you wear full colors of like the sheriff or even hell the king's colors, people here would try to rob you in bright daylight.
I wouldn't go that far anymore. We've got the neighborhood pretty well locked down. They're kind of afraid of us.
What you lot been up to? Last time I was around here, this place was running ragged.
Well, I got the job. I decided that I didn't want a bunch of people that I cared about, so I hired a bunch of criminals. And then I told them they were allowed to solve the crime however they wanted. And nobody argued with me.
Oh,
And a lot of people died.
efficient. I like that.
Let's see, kidnappings went down, hostages went down, theft went down, robbery down.
I have a specific question about a very serious crime. Did jaywalking go down?
No.
God damn it.
We,
Okay, I'm gonna be dealing with that if you allow me.
we actually stopped
Yes.
enforcing jaywalking, assuming that they would die off, but it's actually gotten worse.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta kill the jaywalkers when they do it, and it sends a message to the other jaywalkers.
It's not a capital offense.
It should be.
Why would you even be this worked up over jaywalking?
Don't you
It's
ask
just
questions you don't
crossing
even
the
know the answer.
street.
Don't exactly have crosswalks over here. You're in the dredge. You're in the dredge, man. There's no crosswalks here. This is where crime thrives and people don't.
Still say we should be getting rid of the jaywalkers.
No.
Fucking hell.
I mean, we have the crime to investigate of who let that zoo animal out to kill my former team. We have a couple of most wanteds here. And then after that, you know, there's just basic patrols that you have to do. But I mean, it's, you know, the day's half over, so I mean, beyond the odd patrol, there's really no point in you guys really doing a whole lot. There's only one demand that I do have for you all, but I think you'll like it.
Ready?
We're going to...
Tell.
There is a nice steakhouse just up the road from here, and at shift's end, I'm going to pay for all of you to have dinner with me.
Oh.
Unfortunately for you guys, you just got here. It's not really a place for you to live, but my house is big enough. So,
I don't need much room, Jetha. Just a corner where I can meditate in peace.
you'll have your own rooms. Don't worry about it. You'd be shocked what the sheriff can afford in town.
Question about game, Mayor.
What?
Do I have like a house or a hotel or something here that I normally stay at?
You would stay... You're kind of a weird personality because you have no reason to own property since you're always trying to leave. I mean,
True, and he'd usually just drop that tower.
you would either... I always just assume that your character would either stay in a hotel, stay with a friend, hook up with somebody so you had a place to stay, or you just simply would, you know, get into a drunken fight so you could spend the night in jail and then be on your way.
Nah, he's not the drunken fighter. He's not that kind. He'd rather for like studying his tomes and stuff. Okay. Yeah, if he offers a place to stay, he'll gladly take it then.
Well, here's the board of
Aye.
of the most wanted, and he walks over here.
Oh, is that dude that likes to wear the pig head still on that?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Last time I was here, there was like somebody, he's like something the butcher or something, had like a pig's head for a mask.
No, you have to worry about... Oh, let's try to find him here. If anything.
Omen just like saddles up right next to Jezza as he's looking through it, being like, in all honesty though, Jezza, how have things been for you personally?
You know, it's gonna sound kind of crappy considering what you've all been through, but honestly, this is the best I've ever done.
He'll just give you a little half smile grin as he pats him on the shoulder, like, that's good to hear. Glad to see that while I was worried that you may have had a worse fate when you fell overboard, I'm glad to see you found at least something worth fighting for. Especially someone, as he gives him a slight elbow nudge just into his side. Dunk, dunk.
He just gives you this look like, I'm gonna let it slide, but you're annoying.
Alright. Just know I'm happy for you, man.
I know. Thank you.
Why would you pester the guy who can throw fireballs?
Because I can dodge them.
And I...
Yeah, but you know, some of
mean-
us are here as collateral, Omen.
Oh, you think you can dodge fireballs, Omen?
Tilt head. Why not? I've done it before.
Think you can dodge lightning too?
I've always wanted to try.
Put Lillian down.
Oh,
Though I've
alright,
also
I got a
learned-
good idea.
Though my master has told me that there is a way to redirect it if one tries hard enough for those of our order.
Well, that gives me an idea. We need to talk later. We need to talk.
Lightning rod? As he just tilts his head another way and just starts giving a crooked grin.
Dude, above game, I'm thinking like Avatar style, like
Is
I don't have line
Azula
of
lightning
sight.
redirecting? That's what I was
Yeah,
going
dude,
for,
that's
bro.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I don't have line of sight. I shoot the lightning at you. You redirect it down so it actually hits the enemy. Just BAM!
Above game, that would be fucking awesome to do. Oh wait, was that the 5-minute mark?
We've been past it for a while. I just didn't want to tell you guys because we were doing so well.
Okay.
Well, that's also not your first swear. You've sworn like 3 times now. Okay.
Yeah, you...
I can't. Dude, I am Irish, okay?
The good news for you though is the first one was after the 5-minute mark too, so we're still good.
Sorry, audience. I was trying to prepare something that I should have done a long time ago. Alright, so here are our most wanted so far. We have the ever-so-handsome Theodore Lundy. Allegedly, he likes to grab a large hammer, put people on their knees, and squish their heads like grapes.
Oh,
We know he's still
Sounds
around
like a real
because we keep finding headless people.
real Gallagher, that one.
That sounds a bit. Sounds a bit fucked.
We have the assassin, Violet McClellan, and I need you all to roll me perception checks.
Perception.
5. Oh, not bad.
Well, I wish I'd have just used my passive.
You will do
23.
that. you all see Lillian tense.
4. I got a 4.
Okay, except for Arcane Brights, who's still
Derp.
not paying attention to a single thing.
He's
You
I just
alright,
imagine
Lily?
he's-
Don't mind him.
He's just staring at the board like, all right, where's the pig head, mother flipper? Where's the pig head guy?
Yeah, he's tunnel visioned in at the moment. Don't mind him.
Are you alright, Lillian?
Yes, if you'd like to roll an insight, you're welcome to.
Insight. What is my score for that?
Oh,
That is-
come
okay.
on.
I'm not trained in that either, but I have a high modifier. Alright, not bad again. 22.
Nat 1.
I have to do my own thing.
Rudder.
I don't know if anybody's passed because I haven't rolled. Ah! What's your modifier with that nat 1?
A 2.
Okay, so you still miss it because she also
Oh.
she also nat 1, but she has a +6 to deception. You can tell that she is definitely lying.
100% lying.
I assume Omen can tell she's lying. I'm just like, "Brr."
What'd you get?
He's
Arcane
just
Braids?
he just has a flat dead. He just is giving her a flat stare, like not one that's like condescending, like I blatantly know you're lying, but more like I'm waiting for you to tell the truth on your own terms, and I'm going to be patient about it.
Flame, what'd you get?
Am I even am I even rolling? Because I got a 4 and didn't even see it.
I mean, she did talk, so I mean, if you want to insight
okay.
what she said, that's.
Are you fucking shitting me? Nat 20.
Oh yeah, you definitely see it. She is
Yeah.
100% lying.
Cat got your tongue there, friend.
You start to see a lot of panic brewing in her face, and she just goes, "That's who kidnapped me."
Fantastic.
Insight.
Now we have somebody to go after.
Ooh.
What flame?
I was just like, sorry, my throat's killing me. I was like, I said I want to insight that.
Okay.
14. Is she telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm just making sure.
Why would she lie
Not that I don't
about who
trust her.
kidnapped her?
It is you, my brother. I don't exactly trust a lot of things you say when it comes to these characters.
Like,
Meta?
to be fair,
Meta much?
above game, Mayor, you are mysterious at the best of times,
Isn't
and
that,
I mean that in the nicest way possible.
I was gonna say, isn't that what you come for?
Exactly.
Yes.
And of course, the last guy on our list that we know of, we have a fourth person, we don't know who the hell they are. Gentleman Smith, who is the
Yeah.
white fellow with the purple suit. He is a white tiefling with big horns, yellow eyes, and this garish purple and pink suit.
Ugh. Those colors clash, and my eyes are squinting just looking at him.
That's the
I
point.
feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
He goes around, entertains in many different areas, and then mysteriously either businesses get robbed, people go missing, or people die. We're looking into them, but we have nothing solid. We'll line these
So
guys
what?
up.
He's like a Robin
Okay.
magician.
I don't know what he is. We don't even have real proof that it's him. It's just a lot of suspicion.
Ooh, there's a chance this guy's innocent.
A chance, yeah, but
But not a very
think
big
that's kind of
one,
our
I'm
job.
wagering.
that's kind of our job to determine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, these three are very special for one reason. They're the only criminals we have been explicitly told we're not allowed to kill.
Why?
Why?
They've caused the king so much grief and the citizens so much havoc that the king wants to watch them swing personally.
Bit morbid,
Huh.
but nice.
Understandable.
In fact, he's even said that he's going to gather all the victims of each of them together and have them vote on how they die,
Ooh.
which will be held live in the Colosseum in the center of the city.
Hey,
Ah, but she'll
guys,
be
I have an idea.
televised.
What'd you say, Elijah?
Idea. It's crazy. But we could solve a couple of problems if we get all three of these guys together, and we could solve a problem for Lillian here. They want us to bring them directly too, right? Or are we taking them to guards or whatever, since we're the guards?
It's a little complicated. We have to take them to where the I mean, you notice there's nowhere to hold anybody here, so we have to actually take them to a processing place. They're nearby each, station here. Like the offices, there's usually a handful nearby, but with somebody like this or these people, we would get rushed through pretty quick to the palace. All of
Alright.
us.
Secondary question. Would we be present at the hanging as like the people who caught these vile criminal types?
I don't know, it depends on how much the king wants to shower you with, well, gifts. What you do with them.
Okay, well, I mean, if these guys have so thoroughly angered him this badly, surely he'd want to be there, and surely we would be in his presence. So, Lillian, do you see where I'm going with this? We can get you in front of him, and all we got to do is catch these three idiots.
That's all fine and good, but we have to find them. And subdue them.
How hard could that be?
They're undoubtedly
Yes.
hard, Elijah, considering they're undoubtedly trying not to get caught.
You just fucked us. You realize that, Elijah, by saying that.
Jezza just has this
I
look.
tried not to say that as well.
And Jezza just has this forlorn look like, oh yeah, how hard indeed.
Look, Jezza, you lived in where we're from. Life is a struggle there. This is a paradise. How hard could it be to find three psychopaths and just not kill them when we catch them?
A lot of crime still, Elijah. A lot of crime.
Elijah, I'm gonna smack you if you keep trying to jinx us.
No,
Wait. Don't hit him yet. I got a new spell you might like. Hit him with.
That's if you believe in that superstitious crap.
I'm not-
Elijah,
son.
I am a monk of the elements. I am attuned to the balance of such. If you invite that level of karma on us,
See,
lift spade,
that's the kind
I
of
will smack you.
that's the kind of fear mongering that I was hoping people would outgrow eventually.
Elijah will put out a paw for a high five for Jezza.
He gladly takes it.
See? Man gets it. Fate is what you make it. None of this karma shit. Like, I've been a decent person all my life, and look at all the crap I've had to deal with. If karma was real, I'd be bathing in it.
And look at all the horrendous things that I've done just to get us to where we're at, and I'm literally swimming in paradise. I have a woman that don't tell her I said this. I've got a woman I love that I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. I got a great
Eyebrow
job.
wiggle.
I killed my father, which I guess might have reset something. The point is you'd think that my words while we were having our sessions, Omen, would have resonated with you even a little.
Oh, I'm fully aware of them. I just like to tease and I just like to tease and get a rise out of people.
As a wise woman once said, you know, there is no fate but what we make. Come on, guys. Like, come on. We just have to follow the trail. There will be one. These three obviously seem to like to cause trouble. We just have to find the trouble and follow it.
And then
That is true.
There's also what I've overheard through spying on you in the past. The wise words of you get porridge. Or stew, it was stew. You get stew. Or how about a beer?
It's always really bad beer, and the stew quality depended upon what animal I brought home.
And you always tried to bring home a new animal every time so the stew would taste new.
No, I brought home what I could, and there was variety.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
You're not missing much.
Not much at all.
I guess, what would you guys consider him? My son?
Oh, you're a father. Congrats.
Slow down. If you met him, you wouldn't be congratulating me.
In a sense that in a sense that he created an autonomous life form that gained sentience of its own.
I mean, my brother's a pain in the ass too, but I wouldn't call him an automaton.
No, he's a man of metal that I pumped so much magic into and gave so much access to information that it fried its circuits and has become real.
And I'm also fairly positive he's been feeding us the same pot of stew for years.
He actually has.
He just keeps adding stuff to it.
No, that's the crazy part. After you're done eating, he dumps it outside. That's why you had so many crows.
I mean, does this man have taste buds?
You don't want to know what he's got.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
He used it on a person. Like, what he has, it's designed solely for combat.
The person wasn't a person anymore, but a big red smear that we had to clean up.
No, you cleaned that guy up.
Yeah, clean him up all over the walls, on the floor, and the ceiling, and the desk.
No, he mopped. He didn't make you guys clean anything except for who you killed.
Yeah, but he don't know that.
I'm just making sure you remember.
I'm saying, like, what he did to him after, what he did to him.
You three also
Yeah,
had
he cleaned him.
You three had a front row seat to him eating somebody's arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
But we're trying to paint a dystopian picture of where we're from, so it's like, you know, we had to clean the mess up. It was bad. You don't want to know.
I guess that's why the Raven Guard was always so close by the undead ward, was because he kept attracting their familiars.
Boo.
So that's why we always kept getting visited by those guys. It's not because they had a station nearby. It's because he kept feeding them.
Yeah,
Elijah?
you want to know the best part?
What?
The Raven Guard isn't even anywhere near you guys. They don't have a station near you guys at all. They had to build one because of that.
You're kidding.
I'm sure that Johnny would get a kick out of that. Hell, that might have been his goal all along. I'm more irritated that he'd waste perfectly good, well, perfectly passable stew. And that's all he ever served us, so that means I was doing excess hunting for nothing.
Did you guys ever go out into your backyard?
We're kind of busy, so no.
whenever we're not doing work for Creepy Johnny, we do work around the town.
Yeah, that's how you killed my first
And
wife.
I'm not entirely sure if you realized it, but I had to be very careful about where I went.
He just shrugs.
You know, the whole idea of I can't even go anywhere near where I live because they were looking for me. So if I wasn't doing work, I was pretty much staying inside.
I think he means well.
In his own really weird way, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he obviously cared about you guys, otherwise he would have been homeless.
Very true. He could have also easily killed us whenever we pissed him off.
I
Because
just
Yeah.
feel you pissed a lot of
we've
people
pissed
off
him
there,
off
friend.
on more than we've pissed him off on more than a couple occasions, Elijah.
What do you mean we? I have tried to stay on his good side since the day he hired me.
And yet, for some reason, he seems to have had it out for you for a few times.
Well, I mean, let's look back at context clues. I've had to pick up after Nixley. Points down at the narcoleptic cat. I've also had to pick up after you.
Okay, for what?
Oh, come on.
Do you guys even like each other?
Oh, we do. We just love to give each other shit.
Strange.
I would say we're friends, but we tolerate each other, not like each other.
But that level of tolerance eventually breeds the best kinds of moments where we wind up tag teaming people.
I mean, these guys did help me kill my traitorous uncle, so yeah, you know, I kind of feel obligated to like them just a little bit.
I mean, come on. I kept lighting them up for you to give it the big hits, so I was
And
doing my part to help out.
to their credit, they didn't get all weird about it when I ate his heart.
Would you just see this look of disgust?
You did what now, friend?
The bear
Bear
folk
folk.
thing.
Oh,
A long
Guess they-
story, okay?
He's well
guess
past
they
the
got
time.
cannibals. But I'd hope so. I'm gonna say, it sounds like there are cannibals in every section of this world.
It's
We're
different.
not really cannibals. This is a different can of worms.
Fair enough, fair enough.
The chiefs were decided by trial, and, well, I won. It's more of like a symbolic thing.
Oh, like
By
cut
the
another
way-
dwarf's beard off in a fight.
He more than fucking deserved it.
Mm-hmm. Considering
My
what he did.
entire tribe is gone because of him, not least of all my daughter, my son, and my wife.
Oh, then fuck him.
Exactly. Okay, so do you have any idea where we might even begin to look for these three chuckle fucks?
Well, Mr. Theodore Lundy likes to hang out by industrial centers. There's no telling where the hell Miss Violet likes to be, and the gentleman only pops up whenever the gentleman feels like popping up. I don't even know why I call him the gentleman. His literal name is Gentleman.
Huh.
Wait, you said the first one though, he likes to be in the industrial ward?
Well, there's industrial sections to every ward, so that makes it harder.
That's even more... Organizational-wise, that doesn't seem smart. Condensing the industry to one section seems smarter.
It's all on the outside. It connects on the outside where the least amount of people would be.
There's a little bit of smartness to that. Do this Lundy's victims have any like similarities? Does he have a type?
Frail people.
Frail.
Hmm.
Looks down at Nixley. Frail, you say?
Hmm.
And certain people that like to fancy themselves as strong. People that boast a lot tend to turn up missing somehow.
So braggarts as well.
Beautiful.
Oh, then we've got the
Sorry.
we've got the perfect bait right here.
Hmm?
Grabs a thumb at hoax. Or not hoax, got it. Wrong game, sorry.
Huh?
The guy who never brags about anything too, that makes it worse.
I just reached through the veil, pull hoax. Oh, sorry, we got this change on. He's our veil. Sorry, points the thumb over at Omen.
Huh? Tilt's head? Huh?
I
You're a bit
mean,
boastful, son.
Omen, he's got a little bit of a point.
Blink, blink.
If
You're
we
all
need
my
someone to play.
master this and my master that.
Aye.
So,
If
is
we
there
need
like a fight pit that I could potentially participate in to draw attention?
No, that doesn't sound right. He wants people that act tough but aren't tough.
So, like, what then?
So, like you, Braids?
Just cock off in public. A lot. For no reason.
Exactly.
So just keep being you, man.
Okay. Shrugs.
He just gives you a smile, like he's obviously messing with you.
Omen just gives a playful grin back, like, I know what you're saying, and I'm just gonna let it slide.
I'd only be a good bait if I play the weak old man.
High people of influence usually disappear whenever we presume that Miss Violet's in town, and beautiful people of all genders go missing every time Gentleman plays one of his concerts or does one of his shows.
Okay. So
So,
you're
yeah.
out, Omen.
Nobody in this group can draw the gentleman then.
Yeah, none of us. You're gonna have to go hire a hooker.
I'll have you know when I get cleaned up, I cut a striking figure and he like does a little comedic pose.
To be fair, they said beautiful, not adorable.
The difference
I
being,
doubt he wants a giant teddy bear.
Looks down. Omen just looks down at himself. I wonder what I would contest.
A steak.
well, silver to gold pieces, he already knows you're the sheriff or whatever your job title is, so he wouldn't go after you. Looks over at Lillian. You technically work in this outfit too, right?
I guess.
And then
yeah.
it looks back over at Jezza. She does work with us, right?
Yeah, I don't know what to do about her. I'm not gonna lie. I can tell by how nervous she is. Sorry, I'm talking like you're not here. Bad habits. You, miss, are too nervous to be a guard, and I don't want to disrespect you by making you get everybody drinks, but I do need to keep you here for your safety, so I don't know what to do with you.
Do you need what is it called again? The people that do like file paperwork and stuff.
A secretary?
Yeah, do you need a secretary?
Seems a little disrespectful. I'll
I
do
mean,
it.
if
It's
you pay her a
fine.
good wage.
I'll secretary, I guess.
I mean, I bet she'd rather do that than play bait. She's kind of been through enough traumatic shit as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I agree on that one.
at the same time, however, besides Ophelia, who is a supernatural being, this is the most beautiful person you have ever seen. Period.
I guess my only concern is like, she just said this person already kidnapped her once. So would she kidnap her again?
Not
No,
gentlemen.
we'd
Oh,
be
no,
using her as bait for gentlemen.
Honestly, I'd say ask her. If she's okay with being the bait.
That's kind of what I was getting ready to do.
I bet.
I mean, Lillian, you're pretty alright for a human, so I mean, gentleman guy would probably go after you. We'd be right there.
I gotta pull my weight somehow. You've already done so much for me.
Well, I mean,
Just
friends
be
don't count
careful,
favors.
okay?
Can only be so careful.
If we're doing this, I say we at least get her a dagger or something.
Hold on. Lillian, were you ever taught how to wield any weapons whatsoever during your time?
I think I can figure it out.
Omen will reach behind him and pull out take the spear from his pack. Do you think you know how to use a spear?
I don't think a spear would be a good one for this. We need something a little discreet that she can hide if need be.
A dagger, a stiletto, something she can
A short
hide.
sword. A short sword she can slip down her thigh.
I still feel like that might be too long. A dagger would be the best. It's easily concealable. It can get through the small holes in most armor.
I don't know, you guys know more about that than I do.
I
Well,
got a
we're
spare
still-
dagger if need be.
We're
Two
still trying to
daggers.
figure out your entire magic set, though. We've seen you do some cool stuff. Like, you didn't know you could do magic. I'm still trying to puzzle that one out.
Hate to sound this way, but I didn't exactly live the hardest life.
I mean, fair.
I lived 19 years in luxury and only started to recently know any kind of strife a year ago.
Well, continued trial by fire it is then.
And above game, we've determined she's a sorcerer, right?
I think she is.
Mm,
But she's also she's also healed, so she's got
there are
healing
sorcerers.
capabilities.
There
So
are
she ain't a
sorcerers with
wizard.
hate.
So
Actually, updated rules. There are wizards that can heal now. But I'm gonna look to her. So you say you can cast magic light. We've seen you cast it. Do you know how you're channeling it?
Just shrugs at you.
Do you feel like you're focusing it through something, or do you feel like it's just coming from your body?
You see her start to think, and she goes, "Feels like it's coming from me."
well, I mean, there was that rumor that her dad is a dragon. You think that might have something to do with it?
I have heard if you have dragon blood in you, you might be able to. You could be one of the magic-y from it within types. Yeah, a sorcerer, I think is what they call them. Yeah. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you said your dad's the ancient green dragon, right?
I never said he was, but yeah.
Okay. You got any scalage to you?
just like rolls up the sleeves on her on her robe to reveal just skin.
That's a highly inappropriate question.
Oh,
Briggs.
bite me, furball. I heard children of dragons that aren't half dragon or just pure dragons themselves get like scales on their skin or something. I mean, she could be good with magic, but I'd still say at least have her carry a dagger or two. Be proper
Yeah,
smart.
2. One for
I
both
only got
hand in case, one for both sides in case someone disarms her of one.
Okay, anybody else got a spare dagger? I've only got the one to give.
I don't carry daggers.
Ullman makes a show of patting himself down before his hands go behind him. Oh, wait. Here you go.
You just did that to be flashy, didn't you?
No, I
Or-
actually have quite a few weapons on me, and I lost track.
Alright.
Don't listen to a word he says. Yes, he did that to be flashy.
Pulls out. Wait, just waves his bag of holding out. Kinda have to.
Alright. You got any darts in there, by the way?
Reaches in the bag. Pulls out a brace of 5. I kind of used them before I got this, so.
Hey, mind if I have them?
Sure. He'll just give you a brace of 5 darts.
Alright, 5 darts you said?
Yep.
Alright, perfect. I like you,
Speaking of-
Johnny. This will work. Wait for a spell.
Speaking of weapons, Jezza, what does your lady friend use, if anything at all?
He just gets this very serious look on his face. She's a retired champion fighter. She can use anything.
Ah, well,
Right, lad. You got a fucking beast.
Yeah.
well, I'm getting tired of lugging this thing around, and I don't want to give it to Omen because he might lose it in that weird bag. I just take the greatsword from off of my back and just kind of sit it on his desk. Here, you can have that. Give it to her. Say her it's a present. Wall decoration or something.
Well, I mean, how about you just hold on to it? We're gonna go see her in like 5 minutes because we spent too much time doing the debrief, so we're pretty much just done for the day. It's kind of the best part about A, being the sheriff, and B, government work. You can just decide when you're done.
Hmm.
I mean, fair point, I guess.
I skipped lunch, and it's like gotta be like, I don't know, 3:30, and you guys are probably tired and you need to get settled. We'll just leave Nimbleton. We'll lock Nimbleton on in the office here. We'll put him on that couch and forget about him.
He's used to waking up in weird places, so.
Oh, this would be funny.
Where did he?
Hold up.
What do you mean weird?
What
wonder
places?
how lost-
pose? What pose should we put him in this time, Omen?
Wait, I got something for this voice.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out like this like very nice pink ribbon. Put a bow tie on him.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, put it like a little put it around his neck.
Yeah, and make like a little bow tie, so he's got a little pink frilly bow tie on him.
Yep.
Okay,
And then
hold on, do I
we'll
still
put him
have
in a
that spell?
pose of pay me like your French girls.
Alright, I wrote that down in my notes.
You guys know the one.
Yeah, we do.
What do you mean he wakes up in strange places?
Don't tell me you guys.
He has this
No.
weird, like, I don't know if it's just a him thing or like a tabaxi thing, but he just passes out sometimes and we don't know why. We don't know what causes it. And like, he never gets really angry when we do it, so we just kind of develop this humorous pastime between us. When this happens, we just like put him in, little poses and.
Well, sure, but you said he wakes up in strange places.
Well, yeah, like he doesn't wake up when we move him, so we started putting him in places.
Oh, okay. I thought he like wandered off.
kinda
Or
mean.
something.
He does wander to sleep.
No.
I've seen it. No, I've seen it. He was wandering in the tower.
I mean, maybe, but like
He does
I
it
think
every
it's-
now and then.
every
think
time
he's
we
sleepy,
put him
too.
somewhere, he stays there. So
I think he sleep eats too. He drank all the milk in the tower one night.
Oh hell, that explains that that racket that one night.
it's all right. He'll be fine, I think.
I just hope he doesn't try and start sleep shooting again. Remember that one time he did it? Creepy Johnny nearly had our asses for it when he saw that.
Look, so long as he doesn't like puke, I think we'll be okay.
He better not puke again. It took 2 weeks of cleaning that tower to get the damn smell out. That shouldn't be possible.
Well,
Cat
Would you guys be
tabaxis.
you guys be terribly upset with me if I smacked him once across the mouth?
Oh, no, go right ahead.
No.
I have to ask though, why?
He just
In
looks
fact,
at
I'll
you.
even feel better. Cheek or left cheek?
He just looks at you, Elijah.
I just want to make sure he's earned it.
Don't worry, Omen, I have this. And he just walks over and he like gives him a quick one right in the face. I feel infinitely better.
It's
right
a
now.
definite crack.
You see, he held back a little bit, but he gave him a little something that he'll feel when he wakes up.
A little something with stank on it.
I felt personal there.
He just looks down at Nimbleton and goes, "We're friends. I like you a lot, but that's for constantly questioning every single thing that I say all of the time."
Oh my god, he never stops doing that shit.
Elijah just starts giggling. He does do that.
Oh, he doesn't know when to stop. Boy, does it really grate on our clients. Whenever we work for people, it's like, what is this? What is that? Like, buddy, it's the neighbor from 3 houses down. You don't need to question his life story.
All right, let's go to Tom Brady's Bistro.
Fucking.
Oh.
What?
And replace Brett Favre's.
Oh,
Damn.
What? No, I liked Brett Favre's. He had good bistro.
I heard a lot of people like Brett Favre's, but it just wasn't gonna last.
This city's going to hell in a handbasket.
it's not as good as Bradshaw's barbecue.
Oh, he said it was a
Eh.
steakhouse. Well, I mean, what was it? Patty's that's nearby? Patty's burned down, so I heard somebody bought that.
I know. Oh, really?
Place. They bought
They're
the
making it
ru-
to another bar, or
I don't know what they're doing, but they bought the rubble.
better know.
They bought
That's some
the
good memories
rubble.
there.
So you guys start walking, and you do pass the burnt remains of Patty's, and you do see a sign that just says, in the most bland lettering, "Coming soon."
What does it say is coming soon?
Is it spelled properly?
Yes.
Okay.
You were hoping for the other one, weren't you?
No, like you remember the shops from earlier. MAGIKSTUF.
Oh yeah,
The obvious
the ogre
scammers.
script.
Mayor, does it say what's coming soon, or does it
No.
just say coming soon?
It just says coming soon.
If you'll let me, I want to walk over and just grab a chunk of rubble.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab like a small chunk of rubble.
Like a small burnt brick.
Okay.
We catalog this
Alright.
entire heap.
Let me make a note of that as well.
We're
Alright,
missing
anytime I summon-
brick A.
Anytime I summon the tower now, it'll be summoned with the spirit of Patty.
Nice.
I'm gonna have an invisible spirit that's just a bartender.
So what was Patty's last name?
Say that again?
What was Patty's
was it?
last name?
His name
What was Patty's last name?
His name was Patrick.
Patty was the last name.
No, it was Patrick Mack.
Was it Patrick Mack?
Yeah.
Oh, the owner was Patrick Mack. He was a good man.
No, he wasn't. It's the
He
fifth
was a
time.
great man!
It's the fifth time that bar burned down for the insurance money. He just decided not to build it back up again.
You shut your... You hold your tongue. He's a good man. He gave me 3 drinks. He's a great, good man.
He's an idiot.
No, he's not.
The only reason he's not sitting in jail right now is because he left town.
Exactly. He's going to go take care of his ex-wife.
Oh, he's not.
Okay.
Or his
I promise you,
5
he's a-
children.
No, he's got 7 children now.
Yeah, that's... I said 5, the ones that speak to him.
Oh, we're talking about the ones that speak to him? Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no, I'm talking about the 7 that speak to him. He's up to like 12 now.
No, he's not. He has 7 kids, 2 of them won't speak to him anymore.
You sure?
I've been here longer than you, which is crazy because I think you were born here.
Oh no, I was born in the hills, or the mountains just north or south.
Well, then I definitely have been here longer than you.
He's got a point, Braids.
I've been here for like
This town
3 months.
I haven't been here in 6 months. It's
Yeah,
been 6 or 7 months since I've been in town.
and it's my business to know. It's kind of my part of town.
Mm.
I mean, he is the sheriff. New or not.
And who am I thinking of that's got 12 kids? Oh well.
Janet.
Come on.
You're thinking of Janet.
Who? Alright!
Janet the gnome.
She's still in jail.
No. Somebody
Oh, good
said
for
she
her.
went to jail. She was actually in the hospital.
Oh, poor lass.
Simple surgery.
Who's taking care of the 12 kids?
They're all of various
A
ages.
gnome
They take
with
care
12
of themselves.
kids?
Most of them are grown-ups by now, aren't they?
She has a husband.
Damn.
What is this, husband number 2 or husband number 3?
Only ever had one husband.
I could have sworn she had a second husband.
Those were her. Those were. One of those is her brother, and the other one is his brother.
Not everybody's
Right.
relationships are as bad as yours, Braids.
Yeah, people actually managed to hold it together.
What's that supposed to mean?
See, Braids, this is what we like to call friendly ribbing. Better get used to it.
Oh, if we're ribbing each other, give me a second. I'll have some real fun with you.
I hate it here, Lillian says from the back of the crowd.
I'll
Well,
give it now, lass. I'm just having some friendly banter. It's been a minute.
not for
It's been a minute since I've
not
been
for
home.
nothing. Not for nothing, but you're gonna have to get used to that, at least for the time being.
It's insane. It's like you people hate silence. Even during nighttime, there's no silence.
What do you
Well,
mean?
it's not my fault I snore.
He's always yelling about something, points at Elijah, and then when he's asleep, he's definitely yelling about something. Then there's you, who's always mumbling to somebody and points at you, Omen. And that one can't read in his own head. And she points at Arcane Braids, and don't get me started about the other one.
Hey, I like reading out loud, alright? It helps me with the spells.
The other one sounds like he's always rearranging furniture.
No, he's just rolling around.
Yo,
Elijah is belly laughing at all of this.
And Omen just chuckling up a storm.
she points back at you, Elijah. You need to see a therapist. She points at you, Omen. You definitely need to see a therapist because I don't think what you're talking to is real. And you need to learn how to read in your head. And the other one needs to see a doctor.
Therapist for what? I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're definitely fine. What was her name again that you're constantly yelling the name of? Is that Sarah, I think?
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah. You're always yelling her name all the time.
It's my way of making problems go away. That way maybe I can see her again.
Well, hell, I just learned that she died, so I feel a little bad about being irritated about it, but you gotta see it from my point of view. It's very jarring.
Oh, I'm not the one that let myself get kidnapped in my own home.
That is a good point. I did, in fact, let myself get kidnapped in my own home.
Especially now that you now know you have magic and, you know, had you practiced or self-reflected or any of that, you would have known you could have protected yourself. So mine, don't be throwing, you know, stones in your glass house there, princess.
Hey, my glass tower was pretty nice until I was removed from it.
All right, pot, meet kettle. See, princess, this is how we do this. We're all friends, but we shit on each other. It's fine.
Please tell me
What they call trauma.
Please tell me that's
This is what we call trauma coping.
Please tell me it's not literal.
No,
I can't
it's
handle it
not.
anymore.
No.
If they actually shit on you, you have full permission to stab them.
No,
we might be from a frozen hellscape, but we're not savages, okay?
I just
We
Yeah,
got many
they
things,
differ.
but not that.
I'm just saying, I can't handle any more surprises.
No. We love to insult each other and goad each other into fighting, but never really stepping up to the plate, as it were.
But you're definitely right. Omen does need to see a therapist.
Yeah.
I do not.
What in
Lad,
the
you
hell...
talk to some lady in your sleep. You need help.
Yeah, what in the hell are you talking to all the time?
His girlfriend.
A fragment of the greater manifestation of the embodiment of dreams.
I.e., his girlfriend.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you're real batshit crazy guy.
That can't be good, and then you just hear Jezza from the front, it's not.
Oh, and see, you forgot to even throw any kind of shade at Jezza. You gotta make him get some, too.
I just met him. So far, and I can't believe I'm saying this, he's the most normal one here. And he's got a metal arm.
That's where you're wrong, because and then I very stage dramatically point at Jezza, his dad was a genocidal maniac.
And an abusive
Oh, what's wrong with metal arms? What's wrong with metal arms? I've got a metal hand.
I'm just saying, out of everything that I've seen from him so far, that's the most unusual.
You talk about morally questionable. He wanted to bring a meteor down on our home place just to try to summon some shit that may have killed his dad.
Hey, I was trying to possess the meteor to crash it on my hometown, not yours. I killed a bunch of people in your hometown. It's different.
Wait, time out. You're going to possess a meteorite.
Yeah, that was the goal.
You still got the spell for that written somewhere?
Yeah, it blew up. Because these
Damn
guys,
it!
these guys, from what I've been told from his vision, he points at Elijah, blew up my house, and there's a giant crater in that part of town, and it kicked off a war.
Yep.
Okay. And then, pardon my language real quick. Bearman, Tieflin, fuck you both from the bottom of my heart. That sounded like a really nice spell.
I wouldn't
Look,
have given it to you even if I had it.
Not for nothing,
Oh,
but
you're
even
a
if he
prick.
had it, and he was willing to give it to you, I would have not let that happen.
If I still had it, I would have burned it back in Sidar.
That's not a spell anyone should have. I'm just gonna possess a meteorite.
I don't even know
I
if it
wouldn't
works.
cast it, you jackass. Reverse,
I was trying to find
reverse
out if
engineer it.
I was trying to find out if it worked, and then 4 people broke into my house.
Yeah, it sounds like a very powerful spell, to be honest with you. I'd have to encounter with what's that spell? Astral projection. You have to like take your soul out of your body and put it in a new body.
Well, I lost my arm.
I don't know.
And you do see that no runes or anything, it is moving.
I'm gonna ask you this, friend. Is that like a magical item, or how you doing that?
He just stops and he like motions for all of you to make a circle so that nobody else from the outside can see.
Oh, gladly. He's like inches from that thing, just staring. Like, I need to know what's going on.
He pulls one of the leather ties on it, and he grabs it and pulls it off, and you see an ethereal arm.
Necromancy.
And he puts it back on, and he just looks at you guys and goes, "Can somebody help me?"
Oh yeah, hold still. I'll give him some help.
And then he just, turns back around and starts walking.
Fascinating. So I take it you're a wizard then, friend?
Yep.
You mind me asking, who taught you? Did you teach yourself?
Ooh, my father ensured that I not only did it, but I did it right. You see, I was locked in a room for many hours with some real sick bastard who was ordered to make it a constant competition between me and my sister. And anytime somebody beat the other in a competition to get a result, the other one who lost was beaten. And we would do this for 8 hours every day.
Hey, I think that beats my story of how I learned.
And then,
I'm sorry to hear that, friend.
one day, it came to the big show. We had to show our father what we learned. We didn't know it was a competition. Should have guessed. But I won. You want to know what my sister won?
Death?
Yeah, she got folded in half by my father.
You see,
I'm sorry,
Princess,
friend.
all got problems.
Oh, look, it's Tom Brady's. Come on in, sit on down. Let's go.
Falls a little flat.
Huh?
Said, oh, Tom Brady's where the food falls a little flat.
Hey, these chairs are a little deflated.
Yeah, it's very popular here.
It's better than the Mahomes down the road, though.
That place... We're not talking about that place.
Hey. Cards love it a little too much, if you ask me. I bet they're getting paid off just a little bit.
I don't know how they're still open. Everybody boycotted it.
Hey, you pay the right people.
Anyway, let's sit on. Let's sit down here. They have a table reserved just for me, though I told them they didn't need to do that. All right. Well, I have a few gifts for all of you. As you can see, there is a tiny box and a medium box. If you all could please open the medium box.
I'll do so.
As you guys are opening them, coming from where you presume the restrooms to be is, let me get her name. Apologize. I forgot what I named the lady.
I hate that, I really do. You forget a name halfway through.
Eliza Kane, who is, the orcish woman that you caught, Jezza with. That's how you spell it for your notes.
Kane!
I had her go get these for you guys, and as you guys open the box, you see on a simple, it's like fine iron, like not very heavy or anything, just a fine chain, is a badge with your names on it.
Ooh. You can take it and I guess like put it on.
Yeah, everybody's very quiet. I know Trucker's muted. Chaos, are you still with us?
Yeah, sorry, I was having a snack.
That's fine.
Crackers in part 1.
It's a good one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Omen will take one, and we'll take it and wear it.
Aye. Not bad.
And
What is it?
oh, it's a fine iron chain that's not very heavy with a badge on it that has your name on it and the seal of the city of Worm.
I'm guessing
Are
we're
there any
deputies
ru-
now.
Huh?
You got it first, Chaos.
I'm guessing we're deputies now.
Well, yeah.
Are there any rules against enchanting this?
There's already an enchantment on it,
Ah. Can I ask what?
so we can communicate when you're not near me. So if I hear of a crime, I can
Ooh.
send you there.
Ooh, send in
Understandable.
spell.
Yeah, basically an infinite sending spell.
Alright, consider me intrigued.
And sorry, Arcane Braids, we'll consider getting you one of these, but I mean, you're not planning on leaving this city until you do. But Omen, Elijah, and well, I would say Nimbleton if he was here, open the small box.
What?
He'll do so.
It is a small but ornate ring.
You just know how to get the girl the right thing.
Damn it, Elijah.
You joke, but he holds up his metal hand, and you do see replacing one of the joints, or one of the finger pieces on the, where the ring should go on his pointer finger, is that same designed ring. If you guys decide to leave this city, and you ever want to visit, not saying that you would, and I guess this is awfully presumptuous of me to think that you think of me the same as I've grown to think of you, but you can always teleport back to me.
Well, hell, tell us how you really feel.
Fuck you. How about that?
Talk about the ultimate hotline.
And
I appreciate this, Jezza.
I guess I should explain why I had that made for you. I'm not going back to Voldar.
Can't blame you.
again, awfully presumptuous of me, but is there really a point in you guys going back either?
I mean, aside from my teacher, I have the only people that I have a connection to are these people here. So I don't really have much in the way of a connection to Voldar. I don't speak for everyone else, but I say this at least. When we solve the issue, like whether or not we solve the issue with what's going on at home, I'm not gonna stay there.
We've done a lot of meddling together, and honestly, where has it really gotten us?
A life that's never dull.
True. But working here, I mean, that can't get dull. There's plenty of surrounding areas to visit. You're close enough to Sidar if you ever want to go back there. I mean, is there really a point in going back to the weird horror show? I mean, at the end of the day, that war was going to happen no matter what. It's really not your responsibility.
You're not wrong. Honestly, I've learned. Voldar taught me a lot of things. Chief among them was how to make do with what little you have. And frankly, with how much I have on hand at the moment, I could easily live comfortably for months if I wanted to. But I want to keep exploring and keep finding new places, so I want to keep going. I don't want to be stuck in that frozen little hellhole.
What about you, Elijah? You staying?
The only reason I would go back would be to ensure that my wife and children receive proper burials, but that's not necessary anymore. I know where they are. I know they're okay, so I don't have anything to go back to either. My entire tribe is gone. And what few there could be still there probably wouldn't have me anyway, you know, the old exile thing.
Indeed.
So, yeah, I'll stay here. Got nowhere else to go.
Look at us, a bunch of misfits with nowhere to go in the same city. Let's make it ours. It's our city now.
Are we? We got somewhere to go. We just have to figure out where first, and that's wherever the hammer guy is. Yeah, I see your point.
There's also another matter we have to consider. My father's showing up again.
I'm
Yeah,
more
I mean,
worried
nah.
about Johnny finding us, man. No offense.
None taken.
If you don't mind me asking, you've mentioned this a few times. Who is your father?
Inoni. A 10-foot tall, pike-wielding,
Asshole.
violent brute of a father. He
That
will
explains
gesture to
explains your
several
looks.
areas of his body where he got like slashed by his poleaxe. These scars are from our most recent dust-up, where he possessed a giant ape and was hiding in it, waiting for us to kill it so he could appear and make it apparent that he was not amused.
And an asshole.
Yes, and an asshole.
I can understand that. Parents can be quite pricks. Hmm. I know it's none of my business when I say this. You speak of a place called Woldar and wanting to or not wanting to return. You Tiefling said you want to go exploring. Free to stay with me if you wish to explore. I plan to, as soon as this soul stunt's over.
Um, I'm up for it. Elijah, you want to keep exploring or you want to stay here?
I have to do as much good as I can to earn my place. So, if that means exploring with this guy and helping people where and when I can, yeah, sure.
Place in what, if you don't mind me asking, friend?
He just looks at you but doesn't say anything.
If you don't mind me saying it this way, we all have our place the moment we were born. Sometimes you might think you've lost it or you don't deserve it. We have our place the day we were born.
You believe in that?
I do. I believe the story's been written since day one, and I believe every day is another page of the book.
Well, whoever wrote my book is a sadist.
All right, and with
Aye,
that,
there can be.
let's take our break.
Sorry, Mayor, that's not a jab at you. I promise.
I didn't think it was. You were very clearly talking about your character. Look at that.
Nice little RP session there, boys.
The Grandfall Season 4 banner is standing proud on the screen. Sponsored, also standing proud, Martin Mancini. Get him to #1 on Amazon and eBay.
What?
Just kidding. I don't know anything about eBay.
Mr. Man?
I don't think eBay is worth it, mate.
Hey,
Is he even on
eBay.
eBay?
eBay got me. No, he's not. But eBay got me. eBay got me a light for my car when nobody else could. So
Mm-hmm.
A1 Auto?
nope, nobody has. Nobody had a light for my car that I could find online or anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
the only place that I could find online wanted $250 per light. This gangster of a man that I found on eBay sold one to me for after shipping, because this guy, man, does this guy pay for quality shipping, let me tell you. It was $178 to get the light, but with the way he packaged this light, it was so expertly packaged and lovingly shipped that I could have taken the box and hurled it off of a skyscraper and the light would have been just fine.
Damn.
Ooh.
Bubble wrap, styrofoam, hermetically sealed with tape.
It was bubble wrapped 3 layers deep. Then it was saran wrapped 4 layers deep. Then it was carefully placed in the box with more paper than I've seen in my life. It would have put Georgia Pacific out of business by flooding the market with all of this paper. And then it was put in a
Damn.
giant box so that the paper had plenty of room to absorb any bump it could have taken. And then it was taped 2 layers deep. And I don't mean just across the box. He went across the box and then he taped the 4 corners of the top and
Damn.
bottom.
He definitely did not want that thing getting to you in any other shape than what he sent it to you in.
He did such a great job. An absolutely incredible person through and through. I'm blown away.
I remember I got this meme to send specifically to you, Mayor, because of all the car trouble you have.
Well, I mean, my car trouble is silly, though. I get it fixed pretty quick.
It's just a meme that fits you, you know what I mean?
My oil is perfect every time.
Hey, Arnold! That shit is mine!
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom quick and then.
When you when you calculate a trip by the oil you will need versus gas, professional shitbox.
Yeah, that's how she runs. But
I
How we
love
doing,
that
Jack?
Walmart. I love that Walmart sells those stick-on badges in the auto section that literally say "shitbox edition." Have you guys seen that yet?
oh, dude,
No, I don't
I've
think
got
I've
too many
seen that
buddies that
in.
are mechanics. Shit,
It, it's just like, what do you drive, man? 92 Civic.
shit, but
It's a shitbox.
dude, I got a buddy that we call shitbox Chevy, just 'cause he drives this old shitbox Chevy.
Square body.
Yeah, you know it already.
Those are the really good shit boxes, though. Like the
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad, shit boxes are like the mid '80s Accords.
Mm-hmm.
And the and the '89 Ford Bronco.
Wow.
God,
I
I've heard
know.
the Ford Bronco forever.
I know. I had one, and it was a shit box.
Let me give
Ain't
you
that the
guys
damn truth?
one hell of an update. Currently, with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, the Eagles are beating the Chiefs 24-0.
Damn.
They must have found some new refs.
I think the Eagles greased some palms with them.
I think
And a
there's
fair fight.
Palms. There ain't no grease palms in sight, man. There's some people walking around with Russell Jimmies.
my jimmies
If
are
you catch me.
my jimmies are thoroughly rustled.
Somebody who works for Philadelphia gave somebody the old Gok 9000 for the Eagles to be up that high.
Watch, it's gonna come back fourth quarter and it's gonna be 63-24. Chiefs win.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bullshit reverse blowout with a bunch of bullshit calls at the end.
They must have gotten, I don't know, a special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve Austin or something.
See,
He's
my
out
mom
here
hates the
stunning
Chiefs.
people.
Your
My
mom?
mom hates the Chiefs, and she sent me this earlier. So, hang on. I can't put this one on. Like, don't put this one on the screen because it'll get us in trouble.
I'm not putting anything on the screen.
A buddy of mine sent me a meme. It was like,
Oh yeah, I see
I don't
that
care.
one.
A buddy of mine sent me a meme. It was like, I don't care if the Eagles win. I just need the Chiefs to lose. Yep.
Shit, excuse me. Sorry.
Damn,
Goddamn, Cass, you
solid,
died up there?
No, I
solid
just had a
7 out of
Pepsi.
10. You gotta do the Sprite
Speak-
challenge, man.
Dude, I can't drink
Carbonated
Sprite
drinks.
anymore. I can't even
Not.
drink like soda, like regular soda. Period. I had to drink diet.
Mm.
I just bought 2 cases of Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Now let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Pepper Blackberry. You don't
Oh,
need...
hold on. Is God's given drink is what the fuck it is.
You do
So
not...
wait, you've got the can packs in your neck of the woods?
Yep.
Dude, that's bullshit. We only got bottles up here.
You don't need 4 Hims or Blue Chew or Viagra. This will cure any ailment.
Damn straight.
Any problems you're having. If this doesn't solve that problem for you that those products are intended to solve, then it's time to hang up your hat and retire. This is definitely not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, nor am I a doctor. However, I think that ad read should get us a sponsorship with Dr. Pepper.
Hey, Dr. Pepper, look, we clearly love your product, and I guarantee you, we've tested your product many a time, many a time.
I'm gonna
Thoroughly.
let me.
I don't know what wizardry you guys did to get it to taste that way, but Dr. Pepper
Mhm.
Zero tastes exactly like a regular loaded Dr. Pepper, and I want to kiss whoever came up with that.
Let me just hit us all with the cold water here.
Ooh, that's tough.
Beloved internet figure and teacher of millions, Hank Green, who has been begging for a Dr. Pepper sponsorship, can't even get them to talk to him.
Damn.
And Hank Green is wonderful. I love that guy.
Honestly,
rough.
honest question: when was the last time you saw a genuine Dr. Pepper ad?
I don't count, so I'm not going to answer that.
8
I
years
don't
ago.
really watch TV, so I can't answer that.
10 years ago.
Yeah, they don't advertise much anymore, but they don't really need it. That's the thing.
Yeah, they don't need to advertise when people know Dr. Pepper. When people just know it.
Here's
I
When
the
think
it's
they're what?
subconscious, it don't matter.
the problem is with me, I follow them on Facebook, so I see an ad for them all the time. I also
I mean,
applied to work for them, so I see their ads constantly.
oh, you applied for them too?
Yeah, I wrote them a love letter and they didn't respond to me. I'm like, listen, there's no person you'll find on this planet more passionate about your product and trying to keep you in business than me. I will go to the ends of the earth to make the to do anything possible to make this company as great as possible. I will do literally anything. Because at that
I'll
point
do
too,
whatever is necessary.
I was also very stressed out trying to find a job, so I was writing crazy psycho ex-girlfriend things to businesses on the regular.
Yeah, because Dr. Pepper is owned by the Pepsi company, right?
No, they're owned by 7 Up. They're a whole private entity.
Dr. Pepper is? I thought.
It's the Dr. Pepper 7 Up Corporation.
Yep.
Right.
Like I said, they're a private entity. They don't rely on anybody. They just get paired with
Oh,
Coke.
yeah, because didn't Dr. Pepper within the last year beat Pepsi for the #2 spot
No,
of sodas in the world?
they're number 1.
No.
They're #1 now?
Yep.
Hmm.
Speaking of weird soda flavors, did you guys see that Coke has a new one?
No.
It's called Coca-Cola Orange Cream.
Oh, that's been out for a while. It sounds cursed.
Is it out? Like it finally, I had not seen it until just the other day at my local Walmart.
It's been
That's been out
I
for a
was like,
while, huh?
that sounds awful.
It's been out for a while, but it hasn't been everywhere for a while. It's kind of the weird thing about it. Like they did their soft launch in big areas and then never released it to everywhere else. And then after they had done like a huge month-long ad campaign for it, and then all of a sudden, after everybody who's not living in like New York and California would have completely forgotten about it because it was irrelevant, it just slowly started leaking out on the shelves, and then people are looking at it like, what the hell is this?
See, I'm about to show just how old I am. The only one of my offshoot Coke flavors that I liked, they stopped making a long time ago. And the only reason I know about it is because my grandmother used to drink it. They used to make a Diet Coke with lime,
Oh, that sounds amazing.
and it was great. But they stopped making it for reasons that make no sense to anybody outside of probably the Coca-Cola boardroom. But I imagine it would have been like really good to put, to use in a mix.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
All right.
Because I remember it having a really nice little lime kick to it.
Well, speaking of lime kicks and mixes, let's get back into the show. All right, you guys are
Now
still
I'm
at.
smart and I can actually roll my own dice. Yay!
Excellent. Yep, you guys are still at dinner. Your food comes with whatever you ordered. You can mark off a gold.
Big old steak.
And much like
Prime rib.
when you were in the jungle, you actually get what you order.
A big old steak and an actual beer.
A hunter's platter from a like meat platter from Monster Hunter kind of deal. Complete with big flagon of booze.
Whiskey, prime rib, and baked potato.
Yeah, it's all very easy to get. And heavily discounted for your service to the city.
Even
Oh, this
though we
place actually
haven't
cares.
actually done anything.
Yep.
That's nice.
You're with the sheriff.
Well, I guess you treating us to a meal comes with other perks, huh?
What do you mean?
I mean, the discount's got to be pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
Johnny would never do that.
No, he wouldn't.
You need to teach that boy some customer service.
Go ahead and roll.
He
me-
was a literal killer robot designed to to rip and tear. I don't think there is much that can be done.
Go ahead
What
and
am I rolling?
go ahead and roll history, both of you.
Oh, good. That's a flat roll for me. This won't end badly. Actually, that's an 18.
I'm proficient, so I have a plus that, so 22.
You guys remember a day that it was particularly packed. One of the rare occasions where a lot of people were getting food. And this goblin fellow raised a huge uproar about finding a hair in his stew, to the point that he would not stop yelling about it, even though for the first time you were seeing Creepy Johnny try to have customer service, saying, "Just wait one moment, I'll be right there." And eventually the guy kept yelling so much that Creepy Johnny walked around the counter. People started to grow very silent as this guy walked up to him, though not as tall as him, still tried to give him a shove for not answering him soon enough. And Creepy Johnny responded by lifting up his foot and booting him in the face as hard as he could.
Aw.
And then he picked him up and he tossed him out of the bar.
Oh,
I have a meme image that I think everyone in the bar had on their face.
Go ahead and post it. I don't know what you mean.
if it's what I think it is.
It's this one. Everyone in there is just like this. Ooh.
Yeah. The rocks. Yeah, nobody complained. It also was a long time until you had a lot of customers.
Yeah. Johnny tried once. I still think we're picking up that goblin's teeth out of the floorboards every now and then.
Yeah, everybody learned not to do that anymore.
But they also stopped coming in such large numbers as a result. So really, we kind of lost out on the chance to have lots of customers because of Johnny's actions.
You also do remember the most frightening part about that is there wasn't a wrinkle on his clothes when he was done either. That's how neat he kept everything.
Yep.
Like, he managed to kick that goblin from bar to door, and the goblin didn't touch the floor once. It was honestly
yet-
rather impressive.
And we were still picking his teeth out of the floorboards for what, a few days after that?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he knocked all that goblin's teeth out of his head in one kick.
I'm not. At least not now.
Well, yeah, back then I was like, how could he have done that? But now, knowing what he is, what did he, like, rocket boost his kick at the last moment? Or something?
Who knows with Johnny?
Mm-hmm. Either way. Oh. Oh, that stuff is good.
The dinner concludes, and Jezariah and Eliza start showing you guys where to go. You head a little bit. You start to head back towards the office a little ways, but you take a right turn about 3 blocks away, and then you walk about another 2 blocks where you see this very, very nice house. 2 stories. Very, how do I want to say this? Very middle class. Like upper middle class housing.
The song that Rush sang about in the song Subdivisions.
Sure. We'll go with that. Trucker who listens to entire albums instead of just songs from albums knows more than I do about that.
It's Trucker, what do you expect?
I appreciate
Hey,
it.
it's not my fault. It's not my fault I listen to good music.
I'm not getting into that discussion right now. We'll move along before I say some things.
So it's like the house from Home Alone.
Yeah.
The one that made you wonder what the McAllisters did for a living.
Yeah, just not as big, but still 2 stories, plenty of rooms. He takes you all to individual areas and makes sure that Lillian is on the complete opposite end of the house as the rest of you.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Once you guys...
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what she was talking about. I know I snore in my sleep, but apparently I'm ranting against the insanity of the money situation back home.
You do talk a lot in your sleep.
And I guess... Well, I'm gonna have to talk. Might have to have a talk with you, May, next time to try and tune down the intensity of the visits.
How's that? What you call it?
And what do you mean? And what are you getting at now, Braids?
Nothing. You make a lot of noise in your sleep. That's all.
Narrows his eyes at you like, what the fuck you mean by that?
See, I knew we were
Exactly
gonna
what
get
I said.
along just great.
Like he doesn't actually say that bit. It's just the look in his eyes says like, fuck you mean by that?
Well, you've got a lot to do tomorrow, so we should probably get some sleep.
Alright. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Try not to have my door folded in half by the Captain Corporal Jail himself this time, please and thank you.
That was not our fault.
That was his fault. He heard the noise and he thought something else was going on.
No, that was your fault, Jezza.
Hey, what did I do?
I said
Is your name
Jezza.
Jezza?
He just shrugs and heads off in a different direction.
See, he doesn't even want to acknowledge it. He knows he was in the wrong.
Omen's just gonna shake his head and walk into his room. Smartasses.
Not everybody engages in their pillow talk in their dreams like Omen, and then I'll go into my room.
Just as the door closes behind you, just a stray dagger, thunk, will just thunk itself into your door.
I'll leave it there so Omen can get in trouble in the morning.
He'll walk over, yank it out, being like, just crumble to himself away from smart ass fucking smut run.
You guys
Just walk back into his room.
have a, probably the best sleep you have had since you've left home. You feel like you've slept for 2 days straight, but it's only been the required 8 hours. Everything is
love those.
just perfect. As the sun begins to rise, you wake up. You find that Eliza has made breakfast for everybody with the help of Lillian.
Bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs.
Sure.
No, it's Elijah just doing a little like, please let it be bacon and eggs.
Well, asking you shall receive.
Yay.
You have a very, very nice, quiet meal. Nobody's saying much, but not out of malice. It just is, people waking up.
Quiet breakfast day.
Yep, just a nice, quiet breakfast day.
Elijah finishes his breakfast and then a single tear just rolls down his furry cheek.
Everything okay, Elijah?
Every time it's not stew, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, Johnny really was obsessed with just giving stew.
Look, I don't want you guys to hate me, but that is, not my fault, but the only cookbook he could find.
So you're saying if we gave him more cookbooks, he could have provided better recipes.
He's too set in his ways now. He'll do it just to spite us.
Pretty much, yeah, you got it right on the head on that one.
And Elijah said that shit with no hesitation, just like he won't do it. He'll still cook stew out of spite.
Yeah. Owen will just stretch himself out in his chair.
Well, I hate to break up the good times, but you guys really should hit a patrol.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Let me see if I can switch the scene here. I got a good map or something for this. Oh, this is perfect. This is a nice, peaceful, just kind of a residential looking thing. It's not a lot of detail, but, it gives you kind of the general vibe.
Nice little town layout.
Exactly. The city's massive, but this is a nice little thing to see here. You guys patrol for a while. You're getting into your first hour. You're getting a good lay of the area. You're seeing where all the shops are. You're seeing, where the restaurants are. You're starting to see kind of where some shady dealings might go down, or you could guess. You're getting a good idea where the pubs are and all that other good stuff. Find out where the school is. And then you kind of turn down more of a... kind of like a stretch of apartment buildings almost in the city proper. And you hear a couple of people starting to run up to you.
Row houses.
Yep, row houses. And then the sound of shoes hitting the pavement gets a lot closer, and you just hear two kids shouting, "Guys, guards, please! Can we get your help?"
Seems to be the issue.
We accidentally let our cat out. Now it's stuck in a tree.
At that, Omen will just we'll just squat down to the kids' level and give them a smile. Don't worry, kids. I'll hop up that tree and get your cat out of there lickety split. Show me where it is.
They kind of like hurriedly walk a couple of...
Omen's just keeping like long step walking just to keep pace with them.
Yeah, they run for a couple of blocks, and you get up to a rather tall tree. And I need you to all roll perception.
Yep.
Nat 20.
There's a tree and the cat, alright.
21. 21.
27.
Let me just make sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a tree, and that's definitely a cat.
You see a small kitten, but there's something very off about this kitten. It has 6 legs, glowing green eyes, and tentacles.
Oh shit.
Kitty Whippins?
You in game don't know what it is. That's all I'll say.
Above game, Kitty Whippins.
Yup.
Can I make a check in game to see if I know what this is?
Sure.
Is it a beast
Arcana.
or a monstrosity?
That is a
Arcana?
12.
This would be more for arcane braids.
What about me?
Yeah.
You would have ever seen anything like this. Wouldn't
Okay.
do very well where you're from.
Never mind. Never mind then. Don't mind me.
Yeah,
That answers my question.
this is definitely a displacer beast kitten. Arcane
Mhm.
braids.
You just gonna look to the kids. Where did you lot acquire a displacer beast kitten?
We found Mr. Whippums in the alley, and he was hungry. And Mom said we could keep him.
Mr. Whippums. Okay. Was there a larger body by Mr. Whippums at any point?
No.
Bigger cat-like creature?
No.
Alright. That's fair. Omen, you're free to grab.
Oh.
Sorry, could you say again? Flame, you roboted.
God damn it. Omen, you're free to go grab him.
Alrighty. Should I be worried about the tentacles
No.
on his back?
No, completely harmless.
Alright, give me 2 seconds. He'll just start parkouring out the tree.
And roll me a no, not athletics. The other one, acrobatics.
+7, not 20.
Easy enough. You get up there and you grab the cat, and you're feeling like a hero. You're about halfway up this tree. You have the cat. You feel like a hero. You're planning your escape down, and all of a sudden, it disappears.
What the?
As displacer beasts are want to do.
Arcane braids? It
Aye.
disappeared.
What the fuck did you let it disappear?
I don't know. I scooped it up and it just poofed out of my hand.
Where did you touch it?
I scooped under its belly.
Oh, there's your problem.
I thought if I scooped under its belly and supported its legs, it wouldn't go anywhere.
You obviously touched one of the tentacles. You can't touch the tentacles. That's what makes it hop. Well, check the tree if it's up there still.
Yeah, roll another perception.
21.
Can I look at the kid?
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna turn around and there it is.
easy enough. It's a little further up the tree, and it's just looking at you, licking one of its paws.
One of its two, is it like the front left or middle left? Or middle right or front right?
Middle right.
Okay. At this point, Omen's gonna make a show of slowly climbing up the tree, going, "Easy now, little fella. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want you to stay in my arms while I'm carrying you down, okay?" As he climbs up to the same branch he's on.
Hey,
Doesn't
Mayor.
it make an immediate move of scooping him up?
Yes, Elijah.
I want to pull out a chunk of my salted meat and just whistle.
Okay. Hold on. We'll put a pause on that just for now. Chaos, go ahead and roll me an animal handling. I'll say it'll be... You easily have proven yourself to climb the tree, so you're fine on that.
Oh, shit.
24.
Okay, now... Trucker, roll me a persuasion with advantage.
As Omen's just
Oh,
perched up.
Baby. That's a natural 19 because I have a -1 persuasion.
Alright, let me describe what happens. Omen. This cat goes so far as to let you start petting it. It even climbs into your arms. I imagine at this point you'd be sitting there so you don't spook it.
Yep.
It just climbs right into your lap and you're starting to pet it, trying to soothe it. And it looks like you're about to put your arms around it, being very careful to listen to Arcane Braid's possibly incorrect words, but you don't know any better, so you're just going to go with it. You're doing perfect. You get your arms around it. You're about to turn around, and poof! Elijah. The minute that food hits the ground, this cat poofs right in front of you.
Where'd it go?
Not all problems require climbing up trees, Omen.
Elijah cheated. He used food.
Oh, you bastard! Dismounts down the tree.
I don't fall.
He can fall. He's got feather fall. He
Slow
can fall
fall.
wherever the hell he wants.
Just as he drops down, he just.
I cast fall at nightfall.
Ah!
like the Lich King or whatever from the Adventure Time show. Fall.
Ah!
But yeah,
Anyway.
the kids very easily are able to grab the cat. Thank you, mister!
You're
Have
welcome.
a good day, kids, and keep a closer eye on Mr. Whipham's, okay?
We will, we promise.
Slowly looks at Arcane Braids. Now, what exactly is a displacer beast, and why did you suddenly have just a flat look on your face when you discovered what it is?
So, long story short, they're ferocious animals. Do you know what a panther is? Actually-
Is that like a cougar?
Yeah, but bigger. Yeah, think like that, but bigger, like a really, really bigger, with like 4 to 6 extra like whip-like claws on its back, and they can kind of like teleport around. Got a real nasty bite too, real nasty bite.
So,
being a
what the
big
little
baby,
kitten
actually.
was doing, jumping out of my arms and jumping in front of Elijah, it can do that But in fighting? But in a fight?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You ever heard of something called a displacer beast cloak?
No.
So some people will hunt them when they get big. They get fully grown. You kill them and skin them and make cloaks out of them. And if you get one of the cloaks that's still got the magic in it, you can use some of their abilities in combat. It's
How
really
big
hard to
is
hit them
the
though.
population of them?
To be fair, it's actually kind of hard to kill these things. Like harder than you think. A lot of times when people try to hit them, they end up hitting the wrong version and just fail.
Hmm.
Don't mistake them with blink dogs though. Blink dogs could just teleport wherever the fuck they want. Displacer beasts kind of like make common misnomer is that they teleport, which is not 100% true. They make like copies of themselves and then move really fast.
You mean they swap themselves out with their doppelganger, with their clones?
Yeah, in a sense. It's just simple illusion and magic that they can cast. In a fight, it's
Simple enough that
nasty.
they're able to swap it out.
Oh yeah, in a fight, it's real nasty. Because that illusion can still bite you and hurt you. But you can't really do jack shit to the illusion.
Hmm. So, in other words, if we encounter one of those things, we are gonna have to be very careful with how we approach it.
AoE is the best thing for those things.
I got a few AoE tricks up my sleeve to be able to put some pressure on it.
What I'm hearing is we don't fight them at all, if we can help it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're ambush predators, same as their panther counterparts. So, if we're fighting it, it usually means we're in its hunting territory, so kind of on us.
That is true, so we'll have to check the trees for claw marks.
How much more of this route we got?
You guys are just
Playing.
kind of like aimlessly wandering at this point, but you're getting pretty close. You took the very long way to the office essentially. It is
Yeah.
getting to about lunchtime though, so you know that if you head back, get something to eat. After about another 20 minutes of walking, you do end up back at the office. You're greeted by Lillian and Jezza.
Well, good to see you two. And I see you're settling in nice to your little temporary job, Lillian.
I mean, it's not hard so far.
Don't forget to take breaks from writing. Your hands can cramp up.
I haven't had to write anything. Nothing's happening.
Oh, we're about to change that.
How so?
There's a couple of kids that have, what the hell did you call it again? Brains?
Displacer beast cub.
Yeah, that.
Great. That's just perfect. That's one of the only things that makes this place like Vuldar, you'll be unhappy to know, is the pet laws have completely lost all meaning in this city.
So,
From what Braidser was saying, you'd be insane to keep one of those as a pet.
Yep. Yes, you would.
I mean, if
A
they can
boy's
raise it
mother
right enough,
needs
maybe.
to be-
See, the problem is there is a wizard college here, and they all try to find familiars. The problem
they
with
do.
that is they can't
Oh,
keep
hell.
track of who all is a wizard or not, because they're not
Right.
trying to run some sort of authoritarian state around here. So now they can't keep track of who has a familiar and who has an illegal animal. So they just did away with all of it. Now you can just own whatever you want.
I mean, the school is not terrible. I learned a couple spells from them.
If you
But
can reasonably
They're not
keep,
the best.
you can reasonably take care of it, you can reasonably have it according to the law. So not much to
Right.
write there, but why? Where did you see this?
I'll tell them the location.
No, okay. I guess write that down, Lillian. Okay. My first file. Then she just sets it down.
See, you're contributing to the workforce.
Cool.
No, bold of you to assume she might want to go back at this point. I mean, maybe she'll like being a contributing member of a society.
I mean, I was second in line to the throne, but... I mean, I guess first in line now that my brother's dead.
I'll be
mean-
okay for a sec.
True, but being in charge of a lot of people can be more of a punishment than anything else.
True. Very true.
Did you ever really want the position?
I didn't think it would ever happen. So I didn't ever think about it.
It is a nice little loophole of thought.
There's kind of this nasty habit of nothing ever happening, and I really clung to that because nothing ever happens. So when nothing ever happens, why would you think about it happening? It'd be a waste of time. And then it happened, and now I don't know what to do.
Well, one step at a time. One day at a time.
How fortunate for me.
As my dad used to say, you take it day by day. And besides, isn't it more fun, you know, rubbing shoulders and hobnobbing it up with the poor people?
They seem fine.
See, we're not all that bad down here. Or they're not all that bad down here.
I don't have any problems with poor
Old
people.
with we. Elijah, you speak in French?
What?
Yeah, what?
You said we for a second. I had to make the joke.
Speaking plain common, Omen. The fuck? I really wanted to scare you. I just start speaking in bear.
Don't do that anymore. I'm free of
Why
that.
not?
I'm in charge of my own desk and you're by it. She like stands up and like pushes you guys back a little bit, like motions for you to move, and she walks like a 10-foot perimeter around her desk and then walks back to it. That area is what I'm in charge of. I make the rules.
Good for you, Lillian. See, you're gonna be
Adorable.
you're gonna be an all right member of society.
It is what Jezariah has called a bubble. It's my personal space.
Well, you exercise the control of your personal space. But that doesn't mean you can stop me from doing this. And then I'll break out in one of my tribe's folk songs in bear.
Omen will just.
I cast silence. I cast silence centered on you.
Let me see what the
I was gonna do something else. I was gonna have the crescent bit on the other end of my monk spade and just Huck his trap shut.
You see a
Nope.
Just ink.
you see a bolt of fire shoot out of her hands when she clearly looks very frustrated, and then Jezza pokes his head out of the office and he goes, "Do not burn down my office."
The silence, you could tell that he's saying something, and if anybody can read lips, he's like, "Yeah, don't burn down the office, Lillian. Shit."
You think you're in the silence, but Jezza snapped his fingers a little bit ago. You say it out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You better hope I don't take the throne.
Why? That'd
I'll-
be a great friend.
I'll have you sweeping the city by hand.
Ooh,
Wow.
feisty.
You really are intent on pissing off royalty, aren't you, Elijah?
Oh, I thought we were giving each
Well-
other shit.
We are. See, she's learning, guys. She's learning how to ban. And this
Yeah.
is how you do it
Excellent.
back. That would be all well and good there, Lillian. But see, I happen to be my own tribal chief, and these guys are in my tribe. They'll back me up.
Oh, are we supposed to acknowledge you as tribal chief from now on?
No,
Yeah, when did you ever want to take that title?
I don't.
I thought
But
you
if
said
she's
your
taught-
tribe kicked you out, anyways.
Yeah, the whole "I ate my uncle's heart" thing kind of made me the new tribal chief, but there's literally no one in the tribe, so
Alright. By royal decree, I hereby announce that you are acknowledged as tribal chief.
yeah. But see, you're not the sitting monarch yet, so that decree doesn't mean nothing.
I'm the sitting queen of this 10-foot radius.
And I'm not in your radius, am I?
You better not come within it.
Exactly. You said that is your personal space, and I will respect that.
Jezza pokes his head back out and he goes, "Oh, I forgot to mention, you want to hear about royal decrees. I screwed our good pal Yorman pretty good with a royal decree that I forgot to mention during my little speech. That idiot has no idea that while you guys were off trying to better the city or yourselves, that I had went down to the citizenship office and declared him an official citizen of the country of Ashfall. He still thinks he's a fugitive. Him and his wife or whatever the hell that was. Both citizens
He's
now.
going to hate that.
He is going to lose his mind.
I just imagine we just cut to Yorman, he just sneezes all of a sudden.
There's
What
a
the fuck is he
knock.
talking about?
There's a knock on your door, and there's a red dragonborn. Citizen, we need to collect. We need to make sure that you're doing okay.
Fuck off, I ain't no damn citizen.
Because here you are. Have a good day.
That son of a bitch.
Your taxes are due at the end of the month, sir.
Fuck you, I ain't paying taxes for shit.
No. Sir, your taxes are 7 years overdue.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Hey. Well, give him an even work for him, how about that?
Anyway, back to reality here. So what are you guys doing for the rest of your time? You have like half a day left.
You got any interesting places? Like either a fight pit or... I don't know. Something?
We are supposed to be working. And we have to go down to the industrial district and see if there's anything weird going on. That way
least
we
the
can try to
industrial
catch Lundy.
the industrial area of this district, as well as the industrial area of
Yeah.
other districts.
Well,
Not the industrial district. There is no just one, Elijah. Come on, keep up.
I
well,
obviously meant this one.
it's a little early for Lundy to be active.
Yeah, but we can always look for clues.
If you'd like. Go on, off with you.
Alright.
Off with us, he says. Mhm. Good on you, Lillian. You keep that up as I leave.
You guys go back on patrol a little further this time. And all of you at the same time hear this in your head. I can't believe... I thought this guy was in jail. Can you please go back to... Oh, what the hell is that pub? Arcane Braids, what is that other pub that was 3-4 blocks away from Patty's? Was it like... it was like armchairs? Or was it couch?
Oh, arms.
Arms.
No, it's couch. Yeah, arms. You're talking about arms because they're like all armchairs.
Right, yeah. You gotta go to Arms. Large Raymond is fighting again.
He's back at his shit.
He's supposed to be sober.
Oh, please. You and I both know Raymond's will never go sober.
This is not going to be a good time. You just hear the connection drop.
So, I don't know about you lads, but he still owes me like 20 gold. So, I say we kick the shit out of him.
We are supposed to be deputies, I think is our title now. Can't be beating people down for prior debts owed.
I mean...
Because I'm pretty sure that in and of itself is a crime.
Fine, fine. I'll only kick him once.
Or not.
I forgot to upload the map. Look at me go.
No map?
DM,
No problem.
DM to the stars.
Mayor spices down, DM to the stars, everybody.
On top of his shit.
Andy's nice enough to not even charge.
Mhm.
That is if he isn't beating your ass.
That is a good point.
Shifty ass. Shifty ass, shifty ass, shifty ass. Oh shit, music cut out of me again.
I'm sorry about the music cutting out on
Andy
you.
gives
No, I just finished up playing.
tours.
I give
Don't
tours.
jump off the bus.
I think it'd be fun if...
Joe.
I think it'd be a fun, like, IRL video if I just found a random place and gave a tour. Alright, anyway. You guys start
You
running.
see this big hole in the ground? That's the Grand Canyon. That's all you gotta see.
You guys make relative haste to the bar. It's not very far away from where you were. And as you get up to it from the outside, you can just hear what sounds like a small voice pleading, "Please, Large Raymond, stop hitting everybody and stop throwing things." As you come inside and you see this hulking bugbear. Every time somebody comes near him, he just takes a swing.
He's got reach.
I'm not trying.
Damn.
I'm not done drinking yet. Yes, you are.
Ramos.
Huh?
Hey, Ramos. What are you doing?
Who the hell is Ramos?
Not your name, friend?
My name is Large Raymond.
Alright, Large Raymond. Do you remember me?
Who the hell are you?
Arcane
He's probably
Braids,
drank
friend.
too much.
Did the soft 20 hit you?
Nope, cause shield.
He launches a large whiskey bottle at you that bounces off the shield and shatters.
Oh. See, now
It's for a
that,
gallon.
that's assault on an officer.
There's no officers here, just a bunch of people.
Hmm.
Flash our badges.
I can't read them. Why don't you come over here and show them to me if you're a big, tough officer?
How tall is this guy?
He's about 8 feet
He's a
tall.
big ass bug.
Yeah, he's a big-ass bugbear, is right.
Yeah,
you
dude.
guys cool? You guys cool
He's
with
a
me casting a
couple-
spell?
He's a couple inches taller than me then, so... Sure, what are you gonna cast?
Chains of Perdition.
Oh, fuck.
What does that do?
the fuck is that?
Is a Cobalt Press spell.
Of course it is.
God damn it. I'm dying, no. Length of iron
Stop
chains appear
dying.
near a creature you choose within range, possibly ensnaring the target and causing a physical and mental suffering. The target creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be restrained by the chain and take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 2d8 psychic damage.
You gonna kill him?
If you'll let me, I want to forgo the damage just to have him, restrained.
Alright, I'll see if he gets restrained or not, but he does move. Oh, he's definitely not restrained. That's a nat 20. He sees you move your hands, and he, like, Dark Souls rolls to the left. I've seen you do that before, fancy pants. Not gonna happen again.
Where the fuck's my money?
Why don't you come over here? I'll give you some money.
Ah, you're right, prick.
You think you're so tough? Why don't you come and get your money, huh?
I'm gonna do something real quick.
Sure.
I'm just gonna. I'm taking a dodge action, but I'm walking up to this guy, being like, "Now, sir, I'm only gonna ask you this once.
You mind placing yourself
Cooperate.
on the map?
Yeah, hold on. Where is your?
Do you have the bar up?
Yep. Oh, I didn't put you guys on it. That's
Let's
fine.
see, we're not on the-
Jeez. You're on the
That's
city
clown
street.
hour.
There you go.
Alrighty.
You can put yourself literally wherever you want. It's not that important.
There. Stuff was being highlighted for no reason. There we go.
Well, come on. You
Just,
think you're so big and tough? Why don't you come over here, huh?
sir, I'm just gonna
Um.
say this nicely. Please calm yourself down.
Oh yeah.
As he's like taking up the dodge action as he's walking up to him.
I think I'm plenty calm. What about you? He points at the bartender who is not having a good time.
I'm gonna pull out my robe.
Oh god, this is just.
Does a
I'm gonna
He
soft
doesn't
pull
have
out
a
my
spade.
rope and make a lasso.
He
out
doesn't
of
have a
it.
spade drawn, he just has his hands. He's just in an unarmed stance.
does a soft 20 hit you?
No, cause monk shield. Dong.
He swings wildly but doesn't make purchase.
Alright, so I want to do something.
All right.
Next swing he tries to go, I want to do I want to do like some jujitsu stuff and just over the shoulder whip him over my shoulder onto the ground and just do a cross arm breaker and just try and like restrain him like that.
All right. That'll be a competing athletics.
Not bad. 18 on a die. 21 athletics.
Yeah, he goes to try to like grab you, but you were able to flip him over. Or you kind of like do that thing where you grab somebody's arm and then put your hand on their elbow and start slowly forcing them to the ground.
No, I did a hip toss. I hip tossed his ass to the ground and quickly mount pins arms above his head. Now, sir, I'm only gonna say this one last time. Calm down.
I'm calm. I was perfectly calm. And you came in here, you told me what to do. I didn't do anything wrong.
Sir, you've clearly had a few too many, and you're gonna need to let it flush out of your system so we can talk rationally.
That's bullshit. I only had one drink.
Looks over at the bartender. How many drinks has he had?
A shelf.
One shelf. Looks down at him. Just one shelf.
I only
Worth
had
of
one drink.
beer?
He lies. You gonna believe him? Not me.
I don't believe the words of a drunken man when
What?
his own thoughts are swimming around in the alcohol that's soaking his brain.
I don't even know you. When did I ever lie to you?
Owen will just roll his eyes at this point.
A long time.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand with advantage because Almond's helping you.
Yeah, I got him in a UFC mount and I've just got his hands over his head.
It's a 24.
Yeah, I'm rolling poorly tonight, so yeah, you get him.
Well, yeah, you're rolling poorly for a drunk man. What do you expect?
Yeah, but because of how strong he is and everything else, he's rolling flat. I mean,
yeah, he's Hulk
I've
strong.
got-
But still
He's a
good.
professional. He's a professional drunk, so the poison condition for getting drunk is not affecting him. But it's to no avail. You get him tied up.
All
Yeah,
right.
I've got the base equipment. I think it's 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, you get him
So
bound.
yeah,
I-
it'll take like 5 feet.
I just get him like wrapped, you know,
Oh,
ankle to elbow, so he can't really move around too much.
I was gonna say just tie his hands behind his back and then wrap the rope around him completely.
it don't matter.
I'm gonna have to carry him, so
Oh yeah, you're a tough guy now, are you? Huh? You show up with your friends. You're tough, huh? I bet if you left that badge at home, you wouldn't be so tough. You and me. You and me, just you and me. I bet I could wipe the floor with you. You're not that tough. I bet you're just a little kid. I'd beat
Omen
anybody up.
will just deliver a quick, lightning fast jab that'll just hit him just right in the chin. That'll instantly knock him out. Just.
No, he's still going, dude. He's gonna keep going.
Yeah, this is this kind of idiocracy. God,
this guy is
I'm not gonna-
after. This is
you're
after
triggering me
blackout.
with this one.
This is
Yeah,
This is one of those things where watching Code Blue can tell you the power of some of these people.
God,
I'm
they don't go down.
Like
It's
after
like they're
the
on
third
every
shot
drug
to the chin,
imaginable. They just don't go down.
after the third shot to the chin, where he's just doesn't pass out, Omen's just gonna have like a tick mark on his head, like.
Yeah,
"This
he's
mother. How many times do I have to hit you to make you go to sleep?"
he's a thick-headed bugbear. You're gonna get a point of exhaustion trying to knock him out.
Yeah,
Oh
that's kind
my.
of why I love playing Snagglefang.
See,
I really gotta play him one of these days.
See, this is how big of a wuss you really are, because you had to get your friends and you had to tie my arms up. But if you were a real man, you see, and you fought me like a real man, but you wouldn't because you can't, because you're not a man. You're just a little girl. That's why you had to do this. You're like 9 years old, aren't you? You're a big, mature guy.
I swear, if it wouldn't have left me completely and utterly exhausted, I would have enjoyed pounding your face like raw meat. And just to point, just to where you would shut up. As he says, like this angry tick in his eye, like he is 2 seconds away from just swinging full force.
I don't remember what the Raven Guard used to call it. Something about force compliance, but just Omen, hush for a second. And I'm gonna wrap just a bare arm, and I'm gonna put him in a sleeper hold.
Go ahead and roll me roll me in athletics. I gotta roll a con.
Yeah, how much can he clench his neck to keep you from putting him to sleep?
That's a 25.
Yeah, he fights. You still have to get him down. You get him about halfway to where Jezariah told you to drop off people that are belligerent. You get him about halfway there before he finally stops struggling and goes to sleep.
Good
Wow.
Lord. I've never had to deal with one of these guys before, but geez.
He must have been kicking and wiggling like a trout on a line.
He's still the scary thing is he's still, even though he's out, like he's kicking his leg up once in a while to throw you off balance.
I mean, he's got about half a foot on me because full standing, I'm like 7.5 feet tall. So,
And he is 8.5 feet.
I'm just dragging him backwards at this point. Just
Like, how big is he? 8 feet or something?
Yeah, he's 8 feet tall.
yeah,
Oh,
bugbears are ridiculous.
That's why I love playing as them. Be the big dumb. Nobody can make fun of you.
I'm just dragging him, like I'm walking backwards as I'm dragging him with the sleeper hold still hooked in. But I'm making sure that I'm not, killing him.
Yeah, you eventually make it, and you just see this halfling woman go, "Ah, not again."
Apparently he consumed a shelf.
Oh,
I don't know what measurement of alcohol that is, but it seems to be a lot.
Lucky you got an easy day.
I'm afraid to let go of him because he might wake back up. Is there somewhere we can toss him?
She takes you guys back to she demands to see all of your badges first, which I assume you show her.
Oh, my hands are otherwise occupied, so.
Oh,
Yeah, Omen will do it for you, Elijah. Just be like, this motherfucker, I swear, if we don't find a way to if you don't keep him quiet when he wakes up, you are going to have a very long time getting any sleep.
You guys manage to get him into a cell, and she just looks at you all and goes, "I wish I could say that this won't happen again. It's court mandated that he stays away from alcohol, but I have a bad feeling he'll somehow make bond again. So just wait.
They always do.
Just wait. Just wait 2 days and maybe
Who's paying him out?
We don't know. Nobody knows. It's the worst part.
Do they not pay in person?
No. We come back, there's a note from whom I don't know that just says, "Let Large Raymond out, here's the money." And he's out. Guessing he has some rich family member.
I figured I always he went through a bondsman.
No, the bondsman won't even speak to him. That's how he got out the first time.
So, somebody with the means and the money.
After you guys finish filling out the proper paperwork for distributing him to his new house, you go outside. It is getting a little dark out, and you're thinking that your night can't get any stranger until you see another halfling with no shirt drinking while riding on the back of a centaur who is also drinking?
Look, I know Voldar is a frozen hellscape where no one really cracks down on public intoxication, but something about that just seems wrong.
You don't think?
I mean, certainly the centaur has agency, but he is technically a mode of transport in this. So, operation of a centaur while intoxicated?
No.
Nah, just public intoxication is what this would be.
I don't
So what
know,
would you call
something-
it if you were to trip a centaur when they are transporting something?
If you were to trip them?
Normally
Yeah,
I'd call that a
trip and
dick
there goes a
move.
wipe out.
I couldn't really tell you.
They're riding past you, they're woo, just having a grand old time.
Sorry, above game, I asked that question because I thought of the various, ridiculous carriage flips you can do in Red Dead, where you wind up shooting the horses, or in an Assassin's Creed, where you can shoot the horse the right way, and the carriage just flips. That's what I was just flashing back to when I asked that. Don't mind me. Little stupid above game thing.
They're just walking past you at this point.
I don't know how we're supposed to treat this one.
Wait until the halfling falls off.
Well, I mean, technically
stop
he's
it.
not. Technically, he's not walking. The centaur is. So, technically, the centaur would be a mode of transportation. And if he's riding it, then you could argue that he's operating. I don't know. This seems overly complicated.
They're starting to get to the point of being long gone.
I say just let him go.
I say fuck it.
See no problem in it.
You just hear back, what are we saying, fuck it to?
About a shirtless halfling who's drinking is riding on a centaur who's also drinking.
I mean, that's a crime, but
What
Yeah.
crime? That's what we're trying to figure out here. Public intoxication, operation of a mode of transport while intoxicated. We're
Technically,
confused
yeah,
here. We don't
it's-
know what to do.
technically that's a mode of transportation that's also drunk. So, that's a DUI, while the D is also I'd.
Alright, 1 second then. Step of the wind. Omen just takes off with step of the wind to just take off after them.
You catch up to him eventually. You find out that the halfling is a female.
As they're just running along, just going dun, 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 dun. Hello there, would you mind pulling over for a second? Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
They're just doing a Naruto run just to catch up to them.
No. See, Omen, you're not doing Naruto running. You're running like the cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Lit like
You
wood.
guys- you guys chase after them.
We kind of have to at this point, don't we?
Chaos, let me ask you this: do you put your hand on the centaur?
In a place that it will be considered not Suggestive, but very much assertive.
Well, yeah, you can put your hand on their shoulder. As soon as you do that, it's like they weren't hearing you, but as soon as you touch their shoulder, it goes, huh? And it stops dead, planting you to the ground. What's the matter? What seems to be a problem?
You lot are currently breaking the law. You're operating a mode of transport while intoxicated, while the transport itself is also intoxicated.
No, we're not. We're still in the bar.
No, you're not. You're not in the bar anymore. You're out in the street.
Nah.
Yes, you are. Take a look around. Like, how fogged up are his eyes right now?
They're tiny little slits. They're.
He is blind drunk at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, he's looking around. There's still lights on, idiot.
Okay. Pulls out water canteen. Here, hold still for a second. Pour some water over his face. Just a little bit of cold water to clear out the drunkenness.
Oh. When we get outside.
You are apparently running around for a while now.
Oh. Well, I guess we could stop here. We're gonna stop here now. I don't want to go back to jail. It's not fun. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Omen will just show off his little badge. I'm working with the sheriff, and I have to report you.
You can report me, but you don't have to take me anywhere. I'm fine right here, thank you.
Jezza, are you there?
Well, yeah, man. What's going on?
I got him.
Okay.
The centaur was so plastered drunk he didn't know where he was. I splashed some water on his face and he cooled off.
Okay. So what do you need me for?
Nah, just reporting that I've dealt with the situation.
Okay, are you arresting them?
Should we arrest them since they're calmed down now, or?
I don't know. Are they what are they saying?
They're content to stick around and calm down and cool their heels. They're not keen on going back to the bar or going back to prison.
I hate to say this, but how well were they doing? Like, were they actually making it? Like, were they all over the road, or were they fine?
They were going.
They were actually.
Were they going a straight?
Yeah, they were doing pretty decent.
They were keeping a straight line. It actually took me a minute to realize that they weren't swerving around and just going straight. Once I course corrected like that, it was easy enough to catch up to them. They stuck to just one direction while they were running.
Get their IDs.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, you two. I'm gonna need to see your IDs real quick. Jesse.
The drunk female halfling tries to hand it to you, but you have your hand outstretched, and obviously seeing double if not quadruple drops it on the ground.
Yeah, he'll just snatch it up.
As you're trying to snatch it up, you get the centaur smacks you in the face by accident, hitting you with their ID.
He's got a serene smile on his face, but above his face, on his forehead, these 4 spots on his head are just suddenly start to have bulging tick marks on them. I appreciate the forthrightness, you two. Now, just 1 second. He'll just take a moment to peruse their IDs and let his temper cool off a little.
You just hear Jezza, read them off to me.
Alrighty.
You read off their IDs. He goes, the second one, which would have been the centaurs, sounds like it's literally less than a block away. Just let them go, as long as they promise to go back to their house.
Understood. Any other one?
Too far away. Just tell them that they have to stay with the centaur.
Alrighty. Looks to the halfling. You're gonna have to bunk with the centaur, I'm afraid. Looks to the centaur. Go straight home, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. Straight home it is. They just
No.
start walking off.
Are they walking in the right direction?
Yeah, just not as fast. You
He's
took away their momentum, and now it's hard hard to get it going again.
Well, too bad. Party's over.
Who said anything about a party? I was no party. It's just walking off.
That was above game, but whatever. Just pings back Jezza. All set. They're heading back. They're heading home.
Right.
Eh.
Paperwork's processed, so just I'll punch you guys out. Just head back to the house.
Alrighty. See you there.
You guys head off in that direction, and I need perception checks from everybody.
fun.
Fun.
At 20.
Jeez, Flame, it's like you got all your luck back all of a sudden.
Only on perceptions though. That's the thing.
In a heavily RP section.
Yeah, it's like perception, not 20. Perception, not 20. Perception, not 20. Anything
Well.
else? 3, 4, 7.
If it makes you feel any better, I got a soft 20.
And Chaos, what'd you get?
23.
You guys are heading home, and what you see you're about on the second block, you're about to cross the street, but what you see about 2 blocks away has you stop dead and a little bit freaked out. You see, walking down the street, about 20 soldiers, 4 of which carrying banners that represent only one place that you know, unfortunately, all too well. The banner of Sadar. And then in the middle,
Oh, hell.
in the middle are 4 very large men carrying a rickshaw heading down the street. These are fully kitted out Sadarian soldiers just walking down the street.
That's not good.
They don't seem totally hostile, but yeah, are you calling Jezza?
Yeah.
Yes, Elijah, are you guys nearly home?
We might have a problem here.
Problem? What do you mean?
Stadarian problem.
We're looking at. You said how many? There's 8 of them?
There's 20 of them.
20. We're looking at about 20 Sidarian soldiers in full gear. 4 big burly ones carrying some kind of cart looking thing.
A rickshaw.
Never seen a rickshaw before.
Fucking diplomats. They might not even know that the city has fallen. They're not going to cause problems here, but we need to find out where they're going tomorrow.
Well, it's too bad our sneaky one is currently having one of his little narcoleptic fits.
Yeah, it's been 2 days. Let them pass and just get home.
Sounds good to me.
Should we-
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We shouldn't follow.
No, do not follow them. That kind of a presence
Alright.
will be able to find them later, trust me.
You say so. You know better than me.
After another
Alright.
10 minutes of walking, you do finally manage to make it back to the house. very, very exhausted. To the point that as soon as your head hits the pillow, you're done. You know, there's no prep time. You're out. There could be a war going on, and they could drop a nuke on the city. You wouldn't wake up. Like, you are thoroughly out. As you guys begin to wake up, a little late this time because of the shenanigans that you had been through, you hear yelling from downstairs. You just hear what you presume to be Lillian go, "What the hell?"
Downstairs we rush. Or I rush.
Same.
Arcane Braids, are you also rushing?
No, he's leisurely coming down.
Alright, so Omen and Elijah. You rush downstairs, skipping some steps, and you make it down there, and you go into what would essentially be, I don't know, foyer is the right term, you know, where the entrance is before the steps and everything, so not the living room or anything, it's just where the stairs are before you branch off to the other areas.
The foyer / atrium.
Yeah.
Landing?
Yeah, foyer sounds good enough. You see at first a large rock sitting on the ground with glass all around it. You follow the glass and the boulder to one of the large windows that was next to the door, has been smashed, and you see something pinned to the inside of the door with it's like a piece of paper pinned to the door with a dagger.
Omen will take the piece of paper and read it out.
You see a neat handwriting. I know. And I need you to roll me a history check as you see a logo on the bottom of the paper.
+7, that's 25.
You're not quite sure where the logo comes from, because logos aren't very common in the areas that you've seen businesses up until now. But it seems to be the silhouette of a woman drinking out of a martini glass. On the bottom of the paper.
There for a second, I thought Johnny heard us not saying his full name the whole time.
You do see Juzza come out, and he goes, "Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to get a new window."
Yeah, but we might have other problems.
What do you mean?
Somebody left a note for us. Omen hasn't really said what's on it yet, though.
Omen will just turn around and just like simply say, it says, "I know."
Who knows?
It's awfully cryptic.
He'll just walk up to you guys and show the insignia on the note. You guys know what this insignia is?
Nope.
Dude, me and you are from the same place. Why would I know?
Well, you can roll a history.
I think I have a flat roll on that. Yeah. 13?
23 for me.
Something about it seems familiar, but you don't know from where, and you have kind of a guess, Blame, because that seems to be that used to be a fairly common thing to see in certain bars in this town, but it kind of went out of style.
Haven't seen one of these since the bars a long time ago.
With the Sidarian army marching a diplomat down the street and a note pinned to your door, many mysteries are left to be uncovered as we will have to check out what is happening next week.
Damn
If
it!
it's this, if this is literally because I took one piece of rubble,
You know it is, dude.
I refuse to give that back.
This is precisely because you took a piece of rubble from a cryptically, coming soon pile of debris.
Well,
Everyone's being awfully quiet, and I'm a little worried about
I was
that.
just letting you guys get
I
your
have
thing
school,
out.
dude. So I'm like burning out.
Yeah,
How was
I
it?
need to clock out soon.
Did y'all have fun?
Oh,
Good
I had
session,
fun.
man.
Tons.
You
I'm sitting
gave
here
me
racking my
PTSD.
brain.
You gave me PTSD when we started we deal with a couple of criminals. I'm like,
Holy hell. They tried to cheat. It ended up being 40-22. The Eagles won.
Right?
hell yeah.
They couldn't get it. They just couldn't get the fix in time. That's amazing.
A
Wait.
miracle
What about
had
the other one?
occurred.
Mhm.
What about the other clock? How much money have we saved after this episode?
That wasn't
That's a
good.
good question.
77,137,700. Well, let's just say 800,000, and it's incomprehensible after that.
Damn.
We gained 1,000,000 by the time I
So,
finished saying that, and this clock is going just slightly slower than the U.S. national debt clock.
so from earlier, we've saved about $2 billion. Pretty good.
Just one.
Just one? Thought it
Yep.
was 75 earlier.
No, it was 76.
Oh well.
I thought it was 74.
We got time.
By the time we wake up tomorrow, it'll be about 80.
Oh yeah.
I've got a bet that by Valentine's Day it'll be at like 90. So I'm
But
hoping it gets there.
I'm glad you all had fun. What do we want to do? What topic do we want to do to wrap this up? Besides title suggestion.
Favorite pivotal moment in a video game.
That works for me. All right, Chaos, take it away.
Any time in a game where it's a rug pull event, where throughout the whole time leading up to the event, you've been given breadcrumbs that lead you to think one thing or like one way, only for the game to just pull it out from under you and just sucker punch you in the feels, and you're left just reeling for a good few minutes.
What is your title suggestion?
Uh, hmm. Big, uh,
Is
big city work. Since we're in Worm.
Big Trouble in Little Worm.
Oh,
Damn it, dude! Wait, no, Wormtown.
things are getting progressively worse.
Mhm.
Welcome to Worm.
Welcome to Worm is great. Flame, your turn.
I guess pivotal moment in a game. Whenever it's like the mission parameter, survive, optional, anything like that,
Oh
where it's like
shit.
Oh,
you're gonna die. Try to survive, motherfucker. Try.
The end of Reach.
What is your
main objective.
title suggestion?
Uh, I want to say 10-15 so bad, but I don't think anyone's gonna get that reference.
What's
police.
10-15?
That's police
10-15
code.
Yeah, it's police code. It's the common police code for most of America. It's basically the code they call out for when there's been an arrest and they're gonna take him to the jail.
All right, Trucker, your turn.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite pivotal moment in a game, but it's my favorite video game moment of all time, and it's from, and I'm not gonna say spoiler alert because the game's been out for over a decade. It's the end of Assassin's Creed 2, where Ezio meets Minerva, or the recording of Minerva, and she looks right at you, the player, and has a conversation with you. And it was really weird, and it hit me all the wrong ways
Dude,
until I got older.
spoilers.
The game has been out for over a decade.
Terrible
Fuck
series.
off.
The
What do you
Ezio
mean
series is better than
terrible?
the Ezio series is better than anything Assassin's Creed has done and lately in the last few
Like,
generations.
the Ezio trilogy is peak Assassin's Creed. Everything after that
100%.
sucks.
100%.
Everything after the Ezio trilogy fucking sucks. Except for Black Flag. Black Flag is as close to perfect as Ubisoft can get while still sucking.
Being Ubisoft.
What is your title suggestion?
Big Trouble in Little Worm.
All right, for my favorite pivotal moment, I only need to say one thing, and that is "Would You Kindly" from BioShock. That is my favorite pivotal moment from any game. "Would You Kindly."
That's pretty good, but you made me rethink my answer.
As for
Remember, ... no Russian.
oh, jeez.
Oh.
No Russian.
As for my title suggestion, because we brought it up too many times, Code Worm Cam.
Code Worm Cam would work. So, like, you'd have to figure out a way to work it around, like, police activity or something like that. That's
Lead
great.
speak it.
Either that or I Know, just to reference the end.
They know, question mark?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows was going to be my suggestion too.
That was a pretty, that's solid.
That
Who
is really
knows?
solid.
Damn. Too many.
All right, let's hit it with the outro, and then I'll play the credits, and then we'll get out of here. Have a good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope more of you watch this one. This was a lot of fun. I did not plan after the dinner. I didn't plan the rest of this. Like, I had certain things that I wanted to happen, but they came a little earlier than I thought they would, and I'm enjoying it. So this was good.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, let's roll those credits. Adios.